What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the After Hours podcast. On today's episode, we have Eric Chob of Team Proceed. I've known Eric for a while now, probably since, honestly, I've probably known him since our first final bout trip, so maybe 2015, I want to say. But Eric's been driving the GS300 on Team Proceed ever since that time, maybe a little bit longer than that. I'd say maybe around 2014. I'm sure we talked about it in this episode. So Chob's been an awesome guy, just like all the rest of the Proceed guys. They're very, very welcoming and supportive to everyone in the drifting community. So it was great to hear Eric's specific story with his life, how he got into drifting. You know, he had also started in the Honda game, so he talks about his Hondas, stuff like that. And then we get into how he got the GS300 and basically the long journey he's had with the car and with his team. We also dove into his work life a little bit. We went down the rabbit hole of him explaining how he left his corporate job and basically turned to the automotive field, which is a very weird transition, I felt. But you guys will, it's weird because you don't see it happening that often. But the way he describes it is kind of what a lot of people could relate to. They get stuck in a corporate job where they realize their quality of life is not as they expected it to be, and they try to find another way to make a living. So it was definitely a great conversation. And as you guys know, Carl is living the corporate life right now, so he related a lot to Eric's struggles, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will as well. Hope you enjoy this episode, and we will keep bringing you more content from Final Bout 7. This podcast is sponsored by East Coast Drift School. East Coast Drift School is a driving school focused on learning the art of drifting. Conveniently located at the greatest drifting facility in the United States, Raceway Park in Englishtown, New Jersey. Raceway Park currently has 3 tracks, so you will have a few options to choose from when setting up your lessons. Chris Knapp, who is part of the Raceway Park family, will be your teacher as he guides you through car setup and technique. If you are more of a seasoned driver, East Coast Drift School is also the place where you can get some extra seat time. Chris allows private track time with no instructing as well, so that you can get some test and tune runs in before that big event or competition you have coming up. Instead of spending the night dodging the police with your boys, consider signing up with East Coast Drift School the next time they release their schedule. Chris releases the schedule on the 16th of every month through Instagram. Make sure to check them out, give them a follow, and shoot over a direct message when you are ready to set up a date. You can find them on Instagram at East Coast Drift School. This podcast is also sponsored by Automotive Specialty Wraps. Looking to have your car ceramic coated or wrapped? Look no further than Automotive Specialty Wraps. ASW is a company specializing in paint protection film, vehicle wraps, ceramic coatings, and window tinting. Owned and operated by car enthusiasts and drifters, their technicians have over 10 years of experience in the industry. They are located right off of Route 208 in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Other than window tinting, which is something we all need at some point, it was the ceramic coating that really caught my attention back when they reached out to us. This coating basically gives your car's paint extra UV protection while also making it shine. Wax only lasts a couple of weeks at most, but ceramic coating lasts for a year or even longer. Honestly, this stuff is like witchcraft to me. Julian came down here one day to explain how it works and how it compares to wax, and I was pretty stunned. They perform a full 2-stage polish to the car beforehand just to make sure it's in perfect condition before applying the coating. As mentioned, they also offer window tinting and paint protection film installations. Now, everyone knows what window tinting is, but these guys offer carbon or ceramic window tinting depending on your goals with the vehicle. Paint protection film, or PPF, is a great idea for those new vehicle owners that don't want to watch their investment get littered with rock chips. Also keep in mind they are capable of getting liveries designed and installed as well as full vehicle wraps. From protecting your tow rig's exterior to full livery installations on your drift car, they have you covered. You can contact them over at automotivespecialtywraps.com and make sure to give them a follow on Instagram at automotivespecialtywraps.
Welcome, everybody, to the Faction After Hours podcast. We're here to bring you another episode. It's a new morning. It's a new day. What day is it? I don't know.
It's Thursday.
But we're here to bring you another guest. We have Chob of Team Proceed and of just a bunch of other this car. This is Chob.
This is Chob.
Hello. That's how I know Chob. We usually have a laughing track or a clapping track.
I don't have any of that. Because
Don't.
Wait, let's see what we got.
No.
This is work.
What is that?
Finally got
Yo, how did you do that? Stop that.
It worked. Malcolm's been trying to fix that for so long.
What is that?
Hold on. Wait for this. Carl, say something.
All right. Well,
fuck, hold on.
now this. Is it me now? Maybe it's Chob. Maybe
I
Chob
see
said
how
it.
this works.
Nope, we're not going to find out right now.
You're right.
Yeah.
I
But thank
probably
you so
shouldn't.
much for coming on to the podcast. We're here at Eric's Auto Lab.
Not my auto lab, just another Eric.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to tell Frankie, like, what if that's his shop? I didn't know Chob had a shop. What?
I'm so distracted right now.
You are.
Chob, say something.
Put that shit down.
Hello.
Okay, that was funny.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. Now you don't have to listen to your own voice, though. So this is kind of...
Perfect.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
So
Serious.
I got to meet Chob. I got to meet you last year, briefly.
Yes, you were like
And
3
then
beers deep.
now,
I think. I'm just
and
kidding.
yeah,
Oh,
and now,
probably.
and now we're like, we converse through on the internet. On
Yes,
Instagram
yes,
now.
yes.
Yeah.
I found out you were Filipino. I'm just kidding.
Dude, no, isn't that weird? Don't tell me that
You
that's
have
weird.
eczema? Me too.
It shouldn't matter. It really
No,
it really shouldn't
It
matter.
shouldn't. It
But
shouldn't.
at the end of the day, there's like a bond that's there that people who
Yeah.
have that bond with others.
Dude,
kind of
How do you cook your rice?
understand. I just told you how.
Right?
I put
Oh,
the
that
hand
sounds-
in there. We were talking about he does the finger, I do the hand. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
Not to be confused with the other finger, though. Just
dude,
rice finger.
hey yo.
I do get it wrong sometimes, especially when I cook Korean rice.
Dude, nothing worse than when you cook the rice and it's not.
When everybody's ready to eat, and then the rice is fucked up, and you're just like,
And it's hard or it's like,
wet.
yeah, I don't cook for anyone else. I just cook for myself. That way, if it's terrible,
He's smart.
there are some
Just eat
there
it.
are some things like, you know, that show Chopped? That
Yeah, I
and
heard of it.
I've watched that show and people come up with like solutions real quick, right? So they'll go like, oh shit, the stuff's burning. Let me go take it off, put it in the fridge, do this, do that, do this. So for the cooked rice or the soggy rice, what I do is I will pull the lid off and vent it.
Yes, yes.
And
Vent
get,
to atmosphere.
Get rid of
Yes.
vent it to atmosphere.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. And just
It works.
get
It
the
works.
extra moisture out of the rice and let that thing. And then if you're about to fry
Undercook
it
it,
up,
but when you undercook it, that shit's fucked.
yeah, you're kind
I
of
add water, and it just turns into soup.
yeah. That's because I've also done
Yeah.
that, and it just like looks gross. And like, thankfully, it's just me that I'm feeding usually at home, so
this is a good ass donut.
it's because
one is
it's
that?
chocolate. You love that.
Country donuts.
Country, not to be confused with county, because my wife makes fun of me all the time.
I didn't.
We have country donuts in New York, but not by us. I don't think. Right?
I don't know, dude.
But this is like a chain, so we.
Yes.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're here surrounding the final bout buzz, and it's nice to just be here to be able to talk to you, have a good conversation about. I would like to talk about the car
Let's do it.
because
Wait, let me just say thanks for inviting me to be on here.
Oh yeah, of
Chops
course.
come
Dude.
up.
We watch, Brad and I both watch you guys. And
Hey, Brad was saying how he was listening to the pod, and I was like, what? You listen to that?
That's how I feel every
it's always
time.
like such a dude. It's always so like weird because
when
I'm
someone
like,
says it.
yeah,
I watch you.
why are you
in
listening?
the eyes
Yeah,
all
like,
the time.
and there, no,
But
no,
it's
no,
like we're supposed to be happy that people are watching.
I am
Yes,
because and people were coming up to me yesterday. I love listening to it in the shop. I'm like, bro, I would be in the shop. That's
Yeah,
I could
no,
be
it's
stressing out, yelling, freaking out,
Dude, if I worked
and then you hear me.
in the shop full time, I'd have headphones
Podcast all
on
time?
and a podcast going. That's what I'd be doing.
Really?
Has anybody
Yeah.
ever said I love listening to you on the toilet or like in the shower or?
I don't know.
I don't know. Are you gonna?
I don't know. I was just wondering. I have a speaker in the shower now, so I could,
Oh, you're living.
That's life.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a play music in the shower.
Really?
I need to sit there. Just
Is that the only time you're calm and you meditate?
I need to hear like just
the water
Yeah,
hitting the back.
dude. I don't know why, but you're telling me when the hot water like goes through your hair. Well, chop. I mean,
I don't have any.
but like you know what I'm saying? It hits your scalp, and you just get one of those like
Yeah.
ooh, like damn. Like,
You were in the shower for a little bit this morning.
yeah, I had to charge up.
Yeah.
To charge up.
That's what was going on.
You got to sit there. I am gonna be great today. Just sitting there in the shower, just.
Does anybody else do this? I end the shower with a cold shower.
A lot of people do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's something to do with like your pores with that.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
wake up with it.
Yo,
usually,
from-
I notice usually female, but a lot of people
What
do
the
it.
fucking? You're the one, bro. This is the guy who we're at the rest stop. He's blowing dry conditioner,
I'm fucking dry shampooing my hair, and he goes, "Yo, watch the overspray."
bro. The sun was hitting it, and there was just huge aerosol cloud.
I just do
Hey,
cold
sometimes
showers
you need
now.
it.
Just straight cold.
Just straight cold showers?
Unless I'm on vacation like this, or this is
Yeah.
a trip, work trip kind of. But yeah, I'm just like, I'll enjoy my time.
No, dude. Warm. They went through this period of time where they were obsessed with just taking cold ass showers.
No, I haven't stopped.
Why? Chob, tell
it
me you're
feels
normal
good.
though. You can have a normal hot shower.
Yeah.
But he probably understands it because he goes cold at the end.
Yeah.
So
I would
But
do that
starting
for
cold,
eczema.
I don't know.
it's just it's straight up torture. But I'm into that. So.
You guys know the Hot Boys from?
Yes.
Wow.
Canada.
I know. I'm just trying to remember.
I don't know where. Yeah.
Brad, help me out. No. Anyways,
What is Brad gonna do about this?
Canada is fucking huge. So
so the first time they came to US Air, it
Yeah.
was for Club of Far Jam. They stayed at my house. We've never met before. We just talked on the internet, and I was like, "Oh, you guys can stay at my house. Cool." So they all thought they were walking into a serial killer's house. I don't know.
why?
Well, because we didn't.
Just 'cause they
This
didn't
was
know
the
you.
time of the internet where like you don't
Yeah.
meet the people on the internet.
I was
right?
telling him, I was explaining how Final Bout 1 was like,
Yeah.
it was like the internet was
yes,
like meeting.
yes, converging, right?
Yeah.
So they get to the house. My roommate, who shall remain unnamed, did not pay the hot water bill.
Oh,
It
shit.
was, it was cold water for everybody. So you would have
Welcome.
loved it.
Yeah, welcome to
Yeah,
Chicago.
no, that's thankfully never.
So it was funny
happened.
because they thought they were coming to a drug dealer's house with like mansion, white walls, leopards.
Did they know what you looked
tigers.
like? How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay,
and then they come in,
and so they
with,
see
with
Chob.
no hot water
Yeah.
or anything.
And they're like, this is
Total
a-
opposite.
Yeah.
I don't. That is like the fifth time somebody's said, "Yeah, they didn't know. We didn't know each other or anything," and I just invited them over.
Yeah.
Actually,
invite
their
him over.
parents were like, "He might kill you.
Yeah.
Be careful."
That is a thing.
Be careful.
Be careful.
We just did the podcast with Damon, and he was saying the same thing, like
Yeah.
the Zilvia days. And he's like, yeah, when we first meet people, my family thought I was insane because I was just meeting these people that had the same car as me on the internet, and they were all like, you can't meet people from the internet. And now you look at it, and it's like
now it's really the internet together all the time.
yeah, people are getting married off the internet.
Well, how?
Wow.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I could be looking for bitches right now on the internet. That's crazy. How long have you been really into the whole drifting thing? Was it always drifting, or were there
No,
cars
no.
before?
I started in the Honda game.
Yeah.
Yo, that's mad Filipino of you, bro. Because
Well, I mean, it was the time, right?
Yeah, it's like
I grew up with my cousin. He had a 94 Integra LS. And back then it was different, right? So he had 19-inch Racing Heart C5s.
19,
19.
and that's a DC.
DC2, yeah.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
four
yeah.
eye.
So I got into it because of him, and then I was lucky enough to jump into a Type R as my first car.
What year was this?
Well, the Type R was a 2000, and I got it in 2003.
You had an
2002.
ITR?
I did, yes. 2002, I think, is when I got it.
What the hell?
It was really
dude?
cool, though, because, yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Okay, so well off enough that my parents bought me a car.
Okay, yeah.
And it was what I chose, and, you know.
Do you remember
so
how much that was back then for
Well,
an ITR?
we paid 16 for it back then.
Hell yeah. Okay, see, so that's like a normal parent buying, not
Well, back then,
normal,
maybe
but
not.
like
Yeah.
that's like a parent buying their car or buying their kid a car.
Yeah.
Now, like a Subaru WRX or what have you,
I guess
with
I
the
never thought
inflation
about
rate.
that. Yeah, yeah.
So that's like not too
Yeah.
outlandish.
But then I blew up the motor at some point. And
Okay.
Did a full June 3 head package, bicycle
Whoa.
pistons, 4.7 final drive,
Holy shit.
diff.
So you knew you wanted to play with cars
Yeah.
immediately.
So my
Yeah.
dad, I grew up with my dad working on his cars. My chores consisted of mowing the grass, taking out the trash, doing oil changes, and brake jobs when I was growing up.
Okay.
So I got into it like that. But the tuning side of it came from my cousins.
And they're all into Honda. Or well, back then.
His older brother, the Integra, he had an IROC Z and then a 300ZX. And then, what did he go to after that? STI, I think,
Okay.
when they first came out.
Yeah.
Damn.
But then I had the ITR for a little bit, and all these drift guys started coming around. Simba. Josh I knew for a while because he had a Type R also. But I met Simba and them, Grip Gambler. They all had their 240s. Eric Wortman, you guys know him?
I feel like we heard that name.
That is Simba's teammate.
From
He-
Grip Gambler?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember the strawberry face purple hatch on CR Kai's, white CR Kai's.
No, I don't think so.
It was when Simba had a purple 1V on gold gram lights.
Dude, I didn't even know Grip Gambler
No?
until Proceed. Like, and then I went back. I was
What's
like,
Grip
oh.
Gambler?
Grip Gambler is probably the first drift team of the Midwest, I guess, or of Illinois, Chicago. I shouldn't say Midwest
Okay,
because,
Yeah.
yeah.
Grip Gambler.
So,
yeah, Grip Gambler.
I'm
I
trying.
love that name.
Yeah, damn that name. The older names that come up, it's like you could tell the age. I don't know. For some reason, right now, when people name a drift team, I'm like,
It's
oh, that's a
terrible.
new team.
I'm trying to cross my legs here. I feel all weird.
Yeah.
Dude, you might give us a little show real quick.
So my first taste of real drifting, though, was RSR Festival. They
Okay.
came when they did that whole U.S. tour thing with Orito, and
That was probably,
What?
mid 2000s?
I want to say that was probably 2003. I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So they brought the Supra out, they brought the S14, and they brought a Z33 out. So that was my
Sick.
first taste of
And that just came
real
out
drifting.
back then.
It's like a brand new car.
That's like
Yeah.
a brand new car. What's funny is we have this friend of ours who's been in the community for a long time, Ken Fuji.
Yeah.
And he brought over this tape of like a Nissan meet, 240SX Nissan meet or something like that. And the Z just came out, dude, and it's just parked. Like a plain silver Z. It looked like Chris's first car.
Yeah.
Plain silver Z. And I'm just cracking up because I'm like, damn, did they have any idea what this thing was in store for?
Yeah, what was in
Oh
store?
my
Yeah.
God.
Oh my God.
I remember getting the DVDs of the release for their marketing purposes, and I watched it over and over again.
Yeah.
Really? What
It
do
was
you
like
remember
their
what the
track
video
edition.
was?
It was an orange Z33 track edition, and it was just going through streets of whatever city it was in.
That's
Dude, and
cool.
now-
Never would I would have thought it would be.
It's cool talking to you guys because you guys are like the generation before me when it comes to the car
How
stuff.
old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 29. Why, are you like 35 or something?
I just turned 38.
You're getting there.
Getting there.
You're getting there. Dude, you're about to hit that next chapter, the 4 chapter.
Yeah, that's my wife next year. She's turning 40.
Carl's about to hit 30. So.
Yeah, dude, I've been making jokes
all
about
downhill
how
from-
Frankie's like,
Yeah, the old man.
and then one day we were making jokes about it and I had to stop because I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm
You're there.
gonna be there.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
Life hits you
start
fast.
freaking out.
I thought 30 was old when I was younger. Now
Yeah.
I'm about to be 40 in a couple of years.
But I
How-
feel like,
how does
are
that
you,
feel?
Yeah. How
I
does
feel
that-
okay.
I'm worried about that too.
Yeah.
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 30 felt like that. And then the second I turned it, I was like, oh, this ain't nothing.
No.
Was
So-
your journey, did it make you like jaded at all now? Because you had the ITR, you've seen drifting now. And
I tried
then,
drifting with Type R.
I'm sure you did. So did Josh, right?
Yeah.
why, dude? Why? Like,
Josh will swear that you can drift that car to this day.
Well, you know, that
Yeah.
EF that was on the Falcon team. He used to
I didn't even
remember-
know about this.
Remember that one?
But Josh, do you remember Josh's pod when he told us how he was practicing drifting and with front wheel drive car, just doing
Yeah,
entries again and again and again? I hope to God we were not talking about ITR. That's what he's doing.
Yep. That's all. That's the only Type R or Integra that he had, or front wheel drive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me because like many others, I also had Honda first. I had an Integra also first, but it was not an ITR. I had just a plain GSR.
I had a DA daily with previous owner installed a sunroof for fun, so I had to be
no.
duct taped, and it was missing second gear. So I would go first, third, and I had no AC.
Oh my gosh,
Perfect
that shit was
daily.
probably like what the heck, dude? That Integra was a
Or
great car, dude.
crank windows.
Oh no, I did not.
was my daily for
I
a
only have
while.
one car with crank windows, and it was my hatch.
Yeah, I was going to say 240. Yeah.
Yeah, my hatch, and the coupe, they both had crank windows. But the DC2 was such a good car, dude.
It really was.
It had great cargo space. The back seats folded down. Like the fucking thing hit 9200 RPM.
I slept in the back of the Type R once at a US Air event.
Dude, with the back, and the hatch was probably down. You got a little skylight right here.
Have you guys ever heard about the Bonduel Inn at Shawano?
The what?
The who?
So there is a old abandoned, what is it, motel that's just down the street from the track. Our first time sleeping there, we didn't know where to go. So I don't remember who found it, but Bonduel Inn is...
Is it a functioning hotel?
It's got, your typical motel rooms on one side and then the main area on one side. Yeah, I slept in the car.
Oh, okay.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything was very moist.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
So we stayed at the Mirror View. That was years ago.
A mirror view, right? A mirror view?
A Mirror View.
Oh, no, American?
No.
No.
It's the
Yeah.
one that's next to Carl's Jr. or Hardee's, whatever.
Yeah,
The one
Hardee's,
that's
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
yeah.
they all got mad at me. They were like, "Oh, I don't like this."
They got mad at you?
Yeah, they're like, "This is disgusting."
Bro, dude,
Oh.
it was so
Yeah.
bad, man. It was bad.
I was sleeping like a baby. I don't know.
The dude, I barely knew Frankie at that point. He said,
So he didn't want to say
we
anything?
were going to final bow. I just wanted to go.
Yeah. Look at you guys now.
And now look at
It's that. Look at you guys now. I look behind Carl. There's just a van packed with a bunch of shit. I'm like, I don't think it's much better.
It got worse. Well, not worse. It definitely
worse.
grew because of the pod, which is great. The good old Poddington has been bringing us places.
Poddington.
Where you guys stay now?
We're actually staying in Green Bay.
Okay.
Up there. Yeah,
Did you-
we got an Airbnb in Green Bay.
Oh, cool.
I would like to just stay at Borders every single year,
Yeah.
but every time I look for the last 4 years, it's booked.
It's booked.
Because
You
I
really gotta-
look
What
too
the heck
long.
is Borders?
Or I look too
It's
late.
the main hotel.
Yeah.
I think they're one of the only ones who offer.
Any kind of
breakfast.
that and like that was always like the one
Water.
that you want to get.
Yeah.
But now I feel like too many people know. So
Airbnb is actually a good choice. They have Airbnbs close to the track too. You just
Yeah.
gotta look
a little
6
earlier.
months in advance.
Yeah, we got something last year that was like we were like, oh, this ain't that bad. It's like 45 minutes away. And then I looked this year and I was like, Green Bay's 30 minutes away. What the fuck am I doing? Like
we
could-
weren't 45 minutes away last
felt
year. It
like-
was like another 30 minutes too. It's
Dude,
just
it
that
felt
those
so far
dumb
away.
roads out there. It got no lights, no
Nothing.
features. You're not
Yeah.
looking at anything. So
Yeah. But no, yeah, Green Bay's gonna be interesting. I mean, we went there last year to do podcasts, but we didn't. We got food, but that was it. Then we
what are you
just-
talking
there's
about?
good
That was one
food
of
out
my
there.
favorite food, dude. They
Yeah,
had chili
you
with
love-
spaghetti, dude.
They got cheese.
Yeah, a lot of cheese. A lot of cheese.
Are you lactose?
No.
Damn, you're lucky.
Yeah,
You're
what?
lactose?
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah. How are you not? I'm confused now. I thought it was
I
just all
pushed through
Filipino
it.
people.
Like most Filipinos.
I pushed through it. I ate so much cheese yesterday.
Oh, you
fine.
did?
I'm here. I'm standing. I'm brave as hell
Right,
about it.
Bathroom's right there.
Now we're good.
Also, he keeps using the lobby bathroom instead of ours. So something's going
Well, he's
on.
nice, though.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
God.
There's 3 males in there, and the bathroom doesn't have a vent. I'm gonna
Something's
hope to
going
God
on.
I don't want to, because we got to
There's a
sleep
vent.
in there, and then I got to smell my own poop.
You know what we love? Culver's.
You guys
Yeah.
guys don't have Culver's?
No.
Oh,
It's also just because when I pick up the burger, that shit's not sopping wet.
true.
Which is
It
beautiful.
feels nice.
It feels good in
Yeah,
your hand.
yeah. Culver's
Cheese
is good.
curds.
I'm not a
Yes.
cheese curd guy, but
You?
I had it. Oh yeah, it
You
was
like it?
so good.
What else?
So good.
What else is good there?
The chicken tenders. Frankie had a 6
Yeah,
piece and a
yeah.
double.
I get
Yeah.
chicken tenders, a double burger, fries, milkshake,
Shake? Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Did you get a shake too?
No, I can't. That's
That's probably the one that will mess you
That's
up, right?
when I do have shakes, because I don't, not against them.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it that day.
No.
We were on the road. I didn't know
Oh, yeah.
bathroom
On the road,
situation. I
that's-
need to make sure we're good.
So Simba's lactose, and he only has dairy products when he's near home.
Okay. Yeah.
Simba, I feel you, bro.
It's just
and,
like-
and the many other people as well.
Dude,
don't hide from you. Don't hide now. You're listening to this. You lactose. Fuck you.
Dude, I used to have a lot of white friends, right? And I never understood this. Now I have only Filipino friends, and all of them can't drink milk, eat ice cream, can't do anything. I was
But
like,
we do it anyway.
hey, come on, let's get milkshakes. But then I'm gonna be shitting. I'm like, oh, okay. All
I guess
right.
I am lucky because I can have all of that.
Yeah. No, you're definitely lucky. Most of my Asian friends in general are lactose. Like
That and-
Miyagi is fucked. He can't eat anything.
Oh, that's an actual friend's name.
That's a Miyagi, yeah.
I
That-
thought you
that's
guys
who
were
we're
talking
talking
about
about.
the
That's
Karate Kid guy.
No.
He wishes he was, but
No, because earlier I was like,
I was like, oh,
because
these
I brought
guys
up
know Miyagi?
Miyagi. I
Yeah.
brought up Miyagi because just like how Frankie mentioned, his friend group was like primarily white,
Oh,
I guess,
shit.
before. What happened?
we got a special guest.
Oh my god, dude!
He's
But yeah,
hiding.
just like how your friend group was primarily, I had to lock in really quick.
Yeah.
Just like how your friend group was primarily white, like Miyagi, I feel like was your intro to
It was.
having a yellow
Yeah,
friend.
he was.
So
For
he
sure.
learned about the bathroom.
Oh shit! Josh is here.
No, what the heck? Where are you getting that? We just have Revgasm. Josh is pulling up on the pod.
Love you guys. Love you too, man.
How we doing?
We're gonna see you later, I guess.
We're gonna see you later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting pizza, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to. Frankie said he hates deep dish.
I mean, if you guys want to get something else,
You don't have to do that.
I'm doing it for this guy.
I'm just going, bro. Do you think I have a choice of where we go? What are you talking about?
You like our new setup?
So this is what you're buying.
I mean, yeah.
Look at that. That's
that's
what
the
a
current
dad
owner right
says
there.
when they got.
Yeah.
That's going on the fridge.
Anak, this is what you bought with your money?
This is your car?
Oh, speaking of, when I got rid of my Type R for the S14, it didn't start.
Yeah.
So when my dad came out, he was like, what is this shit?
Oh, no. Oh, wait, so you had S14 first. That's where we are.
No,
now.
no, I had the Type R first.
No, but after.
Oh, after, yeah. And they're
After
like,
you
sold a
decided.
2000 year car for a 1995.
Oh, so that's all that
That
mattered.
is, yeah, that is, that's
But
dad
and
logic.
then it didn't start. It didn't start. Josh was there. We tried to push start. It didn't start.
That's the
Yeah.
end of the world, I think.
My dad was like, you idiot.
But you got it to go.
Eventually.
What was the problem? Do you remember?
Dead injector and VTC cam was causing issues.
So, not a.
Had origin
I wouldn't
on
have
it.
even
That's
figured that
cool.
out. To be honest, I was like,
I didn't figure it out.
as a kid,
I didn't figure it out. My friend Kyle Colucci did. Josh and I's mutual friend. They went to high school together. He figured it out.
I was gonna ask, what's your first job? Like, how do you start?
My first, I guess, under the table job, I cleaned school buses in the summertime.
Okay.
It was very short lived. It was disgusting and kids are gross. I mean, I would know. I have 3.
Yeah.
But my friend got contracted to clean buses for a few years, and I would go with him in the summertime, and it was just
Baking
90
heat.
degrees, vomit.
Yeah.
at that time, were you already like driven by the fact that, yo, I need to get money to pay for this car stuff?
This was actually before the car stuff. I was just, at that age, we're all like, we need money, right? We want to go with other friends. And it was like $6 an hour. Yes.
Yeah.
I was like 15, right? So
Yeah. That actually doesn't even sound that bad.
$6 an hour, and the inflation was probably not. You could still buy stuff at McDonald's with
yeah,
$6.
I remember
Dollar Menu Millionaire. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were less than $1.
I used to use McDoubles as a currency, dude. I'd be like, oh, that shit is like $23. That's 23 McDoubles. That's a week's worth of food. Are you kidding me? I'm not spending that.
There was this one time my aunt, we traveled with her, and she bought $30 worth of McDonald's, and I thought she was rich. I was like, $30 at
Now I can't
McDonald's?
leave without spending $30.
Seriously.
I walk outside of my door and spend $30.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane.
Like, if we want to go crazy for lunch, we're like, I guess we could get McDonald's. We could spoil ourselves. It's
Maybe.
like, what? Why is that a thing now?
I'm going to eat water for lunch.
It's just McDonald's is like bad for you, and it
And it's
costs
expensive.
more than.
Yeah.
So weird.
Was the S14, that was your intro into the drifting? Like, did you drift that one? Did you stick with
Yes,
that? for
I
a little
drifted that
while?
one, but Josh's 180, right, Josh, was my intro to drifting? Or Phil's Miata? His black one was called Michael Jackson. That's what we called it. Well, it had, okay. It had
Did you guys paint it white?
K1s, or it was the other one?
Was the paint peeling?
Buddy Club P1s, white, and the car was black. So we said it's black and white, so we're going to call it Michael Jackson.
Okay. That's fine.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's a good
Well,
song.
it wasn't
It wasn't about the song.
song.
That,
Sorry.
it was about the
Anyways.
song.
That was my intro.
I don't think he's ever seen your S14, by the way.
No?
I don't think
I'll have to show it
Chob,
to you.
I really, again, like when I met Josh,
Maybe I
when I
can
met
find it
you,
while
when I meet
He only,
anybody,
he only
it's
knows
always
me
like,
now because he learned that I'm Filipino.
it's literally
Probably.
just that, like, yo, I met Melvin last night. It was funny as hell.
Did you guys look at each other's calves?
Yo, he kept
He
looking at me.
has-
He's like, this is him, right? I'm like, yeah, that's him. And then
I
just,
didn't know
like,
what he looked like.
Taps him on
We
the
just
shoulder.
talk on the internet, so I'm just walking around. I'm
Just go like this.
pointing at someone.
Just
I'm
go
like
like this.
Frank.
And
Yeah,
then-
and then see who
yeah.
reacts.
Yep.
Like,
Wait, what was that? What's
that's how somebody. That's
was
how
code.
Frankie doesn't
Filipino
know that?
parents
You,
like
you haven't told Frankie that?
that's fucked up.
Ooh, look at Josh look over too.
Here.
Like
Yeah.
he was like, ooh,
Here.
Do it.
that yo, that's like hoy.
Oi.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start doing that to my employees.
Okay, it's very low on the ground, just like you would
Yes.
expect.
Here, wait.
Yes.
Is it the same color?
Is that when you had big ass fucking wheels on there.
That was when I had the MAs on it.
Yo, you're always doing burnouts, dude. I've also noticed that as
see
well.
this.
Everyone's calm as hell, and then it's just Chob sitting on limiter.
And then
in
I
this
always
one
get in
video I
trouble.
saw.
And then I get in trouble. Actually, when we got back to the shop last night to drop off the GS, I did a burnout on the side of the building.
I feel like I remember this video.
How can you not?
I don't know. Tires are expensive now. I feel like back in a few years ago, you would do a burnout, and you're like, all right, like.
But
Now I got to spend $230 to
Yeah, I
go
guess
get
so.
more
I'm
tires.
trying to figure out new tires too. I don't know.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Like it, and not because you've been in the game for a while, but that's got to be frustrating.
Well, there have been so many iterations of companies who you could work with for cheaper tires or sponsorships or just cheap tires.
Were you part of that Falcon wave?
Yes.
earlier on?
Yes.
Oh.
Thanks to Ilya, we were sponsored by Falcon.
Fuck yeah,
Which was
that's
really
so cool.
I was gonna say, you're talking about tire sponsors and stuff. Yeah, we don't understand any of that because for some reason, no tire sponsors ever want to sponsor anyone by us. Although there is that one right now.
But tire sponsors are. It's not like how back then I thought a sponsor would be. So now I kind of understand the world a little bit better.
Carl
Shit
thought-
just isn't free.
yeah, Carl thought everyone was getting everything.
I'm
for
like, yo, I'm
free.
about to go pro, dude. Just like in Need for Speed.
Yeah.
And then you get the deals and then you get all the parts. Doesn't
Didn't
work
really
like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that money is like fucking. like,
You just get stuff for free, right?
dude, but I mean,
He thought this was skateboarding.
there's ways that people I've noticed will make it work so that it's a lot more feasible. It's a lot more attainable. It's a lot more realistic. Because, dude,
Well, right now
sometime-
you're getting a good perspective because we're watching Front Street go through this
Yeah.
in real time. So
what,
now
pick
we're
up superstars.
well, they're trying their hardest to get sponsors and try to make this easier for themselves because they're at that point in their lives finally where they're like,
They work really hard. You can
yeah,
see that too.
yeah, but they're like, we can't be spending money like this anymore. So
And I'm very tired watching them do everything.
yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Dude,
Props to them.
I had to. I
Tom's a
told Tom
beast.
last night. I'm like, bro, you gotta be tired, right?
I went to sleep for him last night. Yo, that guy's a monster, and everyone who helped him is awesome.
yeah. Tom's always been that way. Jimmy's kind of new to the group, but Jimmy is the exact same way.
That's awesome.
So
I just saw Jimmy and I was like, so you must be also tired.
yeah, he looked worse. He looked worse than Tom, honestly.
I was like,
I'm telling you right
must
now, if
hate
that
him.
was me and that happened, I'd be like, I'm not driving for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm not driving, guys.
Because
And he was-
realistically, how long would it take for somebody to rebuild a car like that?
You can ask me
like
5 years.
a normal
a
person.
normal person.
Yeah.
couple of years.
Couple of years at
Yeah.
least. The
Didn't he do
detail.
that in like 3 days or something?
It was,
Yeah,
it was
they
3
got it running
weeks,
in a-
21 days.
in a weekend or something.
That's crazy.
They got it running in like 4 days.
I'm just cracking up because it's like,
That's
this is
awesome.
going to be the best that car ever has just because of the resources that they had available.
not to mention, when we say they got it running in 4 days, you got to watch Jimmy's video. I'm sure they have it all
Yeah,
in there.
from
but
literally nothing. to
like,
nothing.
and Jimmy's builds are nice.
That's what I'm saying. He has
Like everything's
Jimmy Oaks
undercoated and
Oh,
that
okay.
Raptor liner
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. Like,
oversight of Jimmy just being able, and yeah, like you said,
His high level is really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
very. And I know we've said this time and time again, but Jimmy's a pretty intelligent guy. Like
Yeah.
the education he went through, the degree he went through, that's not just some Joe Schmo thing that you could just pass, like a business degree from Rowan University in New Jersey. Like
Rowan, is that one of the colleges?
that's where I went to school. It's like a farm college. I don't
Did
know.
you get a degree in rice cooking?
It was no. I actually had to learn how to do that stuff there.
I was gonna say that's probably when you were buying all those McDoubles.
That's when I was like, oh my gosh, I've been being fed my whole life. What do I do now? And I lost mad weight and then I gained it crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen you big.
What the fuck is that supposed to
What,
be?
you were big? Come on.
Bro, I was a little chubby before.
Really?
Yeah.
You got fat.
That's what it was. You hit the family party and the first thing your
I heard
Lola
about
said
that.
to
I heard
me,
about that in
like,
Filipino culture.
oh, you're looking big.
And they just say it right to your face.
right to my face. And I'm like, thanks,
Yeah.
Lola. How many years you got left? Fuck.
Yeah.
That's
what
nuts, dude.
Princess and Malcolm always say
Oh,
that, too.
dude, Princess is probably sick of it.
Is Malcolm Filipino also?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
half.
He's
half.
half black, half Filipino.
But people said that he looked Indian, which is funny to me.
He also looks Hispanic, so
I don't
Yeah.
really know what Malcolm is really.
yeah. We don't really know.
Just a little confused.
I thought Malcolm was black. just.
But
Oh,
so
okay.
when did the GS come into play? Because like now you made a move from Honda, so now you're in Nissan playing a little bit, and then you finally made your way to the top tier automotive brand, Toyota.
Top tier.
I know your parents had to be hyped. They're like, finally, the good tea.
Well, by this time they already moved to another state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they moved to Vegas by that time. When did I move to that? 2012, I think.
Damn, so this has been with you for.
Well, the S14 was with you for a while.
Yeah, and I sold that to Jake. You guys know Jake.
Jake.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that was
The
your
yellow
car?
Yes. Yes.
Oh shit. I don't know if I knew that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Holy
He hounded me
crap.
for a long time to buy that car, so I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna sell it. You wanna buy it?"
I have a question for you that I don't think I know the answer to. Were you on Risky Devil?
Yes.
Okay. I probably did know that. So it was you two on Risky Devil and Ilya.
And Ilya.
Yeah. Okay.
That S14 was in the summers.
yeah, it was. It was, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
then I think I've definitely seen it because I watched that video like last week real quick.
Dude, we told it's funny that
You
Josh was
watching
here,
that video
but
randomly.
we were telling him this shit too. Like those videos,
Those summer videos.
those Risky Devil videos
Yeah.
are what created me as a drifter.
No.
Straight up. I swear to God.
He says
Yeah.
it all the fucking time.
No,
bro.
it did for sure. Like, because I would not. Maybe I would have gave up or something. But seeing you guys having fun like that, it was like a skate video. Like it was.
That's what makes me
chill.
want to make more video. That's what my videos
Yeah.
now that I make, like they're always just like little bullshit ones because I like not
That's
that
really
they're
cool,
bullshit, but like it's
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. The
you
Midwest
can
was
get the emotion
spot.
better. Like it's like
Which
they
is
were
really
having
cool to hear
fun.
because Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. We used to get a lot of heat for those videos, right?
Really?
You probably
Hate,
did.
heat, like go to the track,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you know, that kind of thing.
I mean, I was just ignoring those people. Like, we have those people by us too, obviously.
Okay.
Like, I mean, Matt Petty is a big track guy now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, I mean, he's also gone through some shit that
Yeah.
pretty sad stuff with friends and stuff on the street. So it makes
get it.
sense.
I get it.
But we were young, and you know,
Yeah.
that's what we want to do. So
there's a wrong way and a right way, and I feel like if you just take your precautionary measures, and everybody's on the same page,
We
Yeah,
were
I
really
mean,
good about it.
shit can happen either way.
We
but
had
yeah,
spotters. We went on really weird times of the day where no one was around.
yeah.
dude, do you miss those? Do you miss those?
Yeah, for
The-
sure.
The times of when it was probably a lot more simple to live. Like,
Yeah.
no, really though.
Yeah.
Like, and
A pair of tires would last a few months because we were just, on the street.
rain drift. Oh,
Rain
yeah.
drift, yes.
Yo, it's drizzling. Yo.
Yeah, seriously. He would call me in the middle of the night. He's like, or no, during the day. He's like, hey, forecast looks good tonight. We're going out. I'm like, I didn't have a car at the time. He would just pick me up.
That's great.
I remember the first time, what did we do? We did a long extended connection from one corner to the other. Because, back then, Manjis were a thing. And
Yeah.
I remember when we connected at one time, we both were like, whoa. This is new.
Dude, I miss that kind of
Feeling?
feeling.
Yeah.
Where you didn't even really, in retrospect, you probably didn't even really do anything too wild, but it was just the feeling of something new like that.
Yes.
And now
There-
drifting is so crazy. Like everything is kind of new, but not. So
Yeah.
it's like a weird space right now where stuff's just.
You could see the I don't know, the changes of directions that people want to go, right? And
Yeah.
the importance that they have to them, which is cool to see too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
everyone has their own avenue and reasons for doing it, so it's cool to see that everyone can have their own pathway to it. But
That's
some still suck.
That's why. That's why when I saw your car now, I saw your S14.
Yes.
And actually, after seeing a lot of you guys' cars from this area that were in, I guess your group, your like immediate friend group,
Yeah.
they're all low, fat, like fitted, but drifting. And then now, like I'm looking at the GS, and I'm like, I said it earlier. I was like, this thing looks like a fucking war machine, dude. This thing looks bad already because
Yeah.
it's like a little more aki, like.
Well, it's chunky like me, right?
No, well, the car I feel like has to almost when you look at somebody's car and its owner, you're almost just like,
Okay.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
his
yeah,
car.
Do you feel that
this
way?
Is,
Like,
yeah.
so-
You don't
yeah.
think I look at my IS and I'm like, what's up, baby girl?
Okay. But
Like-
you're saying like the car like matches the owner, like
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
like see the owner in the car almost.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
bro, look at
I mean, I see it right now. Yeah, this is a good example.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
And like if you stood Frankie next to his S13, you would know that that's his fucking car too.
Which is true.
Like,
I
you
see
would.
it.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
would. Frankie's sitting there.
Okay. What about Josh DeLees? I don't know if you know that's his car.
Josh?
He's standing there just like this. That's Josh's car.
He's just
How about Tom?
angry.
How about Tom?
And his car's pink.
Tom,
Tom, I feel like matches
How's-
that car.
he's doing
he
this
does.
thing on it like all the time.
But you know what it is with Tom's car? I just know the history of that car, or well, I'm going to say that car, but that's a new one.
Yeah.
But he's had a
Oh, yeah,
total
I
of
forgot.
3 now.
Yeah.
But the last 2 were in this last 3 years. So
Yeah.
But yeah,
The last time he rebuilt, I'm like, man, he was quick. This time.
Watch this,
Wow.
he said.
Wow.
But yeah, Tom always when I see Tom's car, I'm like, yeah, that's your car, and I just picture all the different variations of it through
yeah.
the years. Because when I met Tom, he was like 16 years old. Like he was a kid in the
How
group.
old is Tom now?
17?
How old is Tom? 26, 27, maybe.
Oh my god.
I think he's like 27.
I don't know
Yeah.
how old
I didn't know they
anyone
were
is
that young.
anymore. That's
Yeah,
that
so
weird?
I was like, what,
So who's the
7 years
oldest?
older than him?
okay.
Me, Josh are 33, 34.
Delise?
About to be
Okay.
34. We're
How
probably
did Josh
we're
do?
probably the oldest ones out of everyone. I would
How old's
say.
Jimmy?
Jimmy is, I think, our age, maybe a little younger.
he might
I think
be
he's
my
younger.
age.
Yeah.
It's like 28.
And you're 13, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wait, what?
He said, yeah.
Yep.
Said yes immediately. Like
Yeah.
that's how I've been living. I've been trying to say no less. Like if
You
you're,
never say no, Carl. You're
What,
the
what
yes
did I just
man.
say that I
You're-
was trying
you're
to
the
do?
yes man.
That's
Like,
literally what I said I'm trying to do. I'm
you've
like,
been doing that for like 5
but
years.
the thing is I'm at home sometimes now, and
Stop.
I just don't want to go out anymore. So then I'll say no. But then for a while I was just saying no, 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 no. And then you have friends like Frankie where it's like, oh, like you want to go see this movie that I'm not going to tell you what movie it is, but do you want to go see this movie?
What'd you take him to go see?
It was Alien.
The new Alien movie.
Oh, was it good?
I loved it.
Did you
It
not
was
like
good. It was just like I didn't know what was going on.
So he
Like,
walks out right in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
He like walks out to go get popcorn.
Yeah.
They're setting up the whole movie. Like you see the xenomorph, you see everything. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, where's Carl? And then the second they stop with that, he comes back in, and I'm like, oh, he has no idea
I
what's
just
about to
wanted
happen.
popcorn and a drink, bro. And Frankie was sitting very far away from me.
Yeah.
And
So now
I was
he's watching. Now he's watching this movie, and he's like,
No idea what's going on.
no idea. It's like the relationship between a robot human and another human. He's probably like, oh, this is like nice. This is
Yeah.
interesting. Nah, it wasn't like that.
The point of the thing is that was an example of me going, you know what?
Sure.
I'm just gonna go. Why not? Because I wanted to go home. I'm tired. I've been.
We do the podcast, and then sometimes we'll be like, yo, we gotta go see this movie.
Ah.
Yeah.
We were chilling. We were hanging out with Alicia and Brad that day.
Yeah, that was fun.
They showed up and we had a podcast with them. We were having a fun time.
He tried smelling salts.
Didn't want to kill the vibes, dude.
Oh. How was that?
You fucking hurt. Don't tell me you're doing that when you're lifting and stuff. Don't do that. I know people who do that. Like they'll be hit. Like fucking. I mean, what are
And
you
both
doing?
of them, it was Brad and him, and both of them didn't
Tried
read
it?
the bag or anything. So I was like, yeah, when you open the bag, you're gonna smell it. And then, mind you, it's in a sealed container but you still smell it in the bag.
Oh
Yeah.
man, dude,
So
I don't.
they smelled the bag. He's like, I was like,
Does
all
that
right.
actually work?
It
Oh, it fucking works.
it made me involuntarily just really. I thought I was going to be hurt. On
Yeah, they both
I
looked like
had
they
to
were in
lock
pain.
it in. I had to lock it in. I put the
never seen
sunglasses on. I was like, I cannot be caught looking like a dumbass right now.
We gotta
Like,
put that on Instagram.
I put the sunglasses on, and it felt like I was gonna bleed out of my nose. That's how really violent that feeling was.
I've never tried it. Can't
Maybe.
say I will.
I'm not making a good sell right now, but
Yeah, and then the second we get in the truck, where are the smelling salts? Do we have them? I'm like, no,
that's
we
when
don't have 'em.
that's when you would have needed them, bro.
When
Yeah.
you go drive.
When you go, oh, imagine on grid, you just
That would be crazy.
people probably think we're talking about something different.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Smelling salts.
Working out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. That's, do you know, like, okay, speaking of like doing something weird on grid, with the different things that people are doing now to get their car to do whatever it is the final goal is, which is fast, aggressive, precise drifting, in my opinion. Like, no one wants a sloppy, aggressive drifter, but you don't want a mundane drifter. So you still want it to be edgy. You think with all of that, like, I don't know, what are some things that you had to change up, like from your low lifestyle? You know what I mean? You had to be like, oh, I got to crank these collars up a little bit. or change something. You had to make changes, right?
I hated the GS for a long time.
You hated it?
Yeah, it was bad.
What did you not like about it?
It was just so heavy. I mean, of course I knew that, but
It's a GS.
I know, but
You can't make a Rhino go through a hurdle or whatever the fuck.
I guess just coming from the S14, I was just so used to everything being easy, right? I feel like with the S chassis, you don't really have to think.
Literally went from the easiest drift car
Yeah.
to the one of the harder ones.
It took many years for me to enjoy it. That's why I don't understand when new kids come into drifting and they grab a GS right away. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm like, man, I wish I had your mentality because that shit sucked. I mean, you could ask Proceed, and then I wanted to throw that car away a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want to get something else first? Like not a GS? Maybe like an IS?
Okay, so
Yeah,
I had a
smaller one.
I had a Z33 first before I got the GS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I picked up a wrecked one for cheap, and I was just going to fix it and then drive it. But we had titling issues, so I ended up giving it back and picking up the GS.
Why did you get rid of the S14? I don't know if we covered this.
It was just something I wanted to change,
Okay.
I guess. Try something different.
You like
Not
the-
different, but, well, yeah, different.
Built the car, did everything, and then you were kind of like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I have that problem with dailies a lot, so I guess it fell into the
It's
fun car
different
stuff.
with dailies, though.
Yeah.
Dailies, in my opinion, for a little while in my life were not dispensable, but it's
Yeah.
like,
No, they
I feel
are.
like trying that one for a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
Like, I'll go get that, and then that's when Frankie's like, yo, you're literally just wasting money.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to experience it. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I had a Celica. It was one of the greatest cars. It was the car that I had before the Sequoia.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, that car was cool.
that car was awesome.
Like the
Will I
newer
ever? Will I
Celicas,
own it
right?
again? No. It was like a ST1. I don't know.
I don't
It had
know.
the four eyes.
Oh, okay.
It was like a GT4 that wasn't a GT4.
That's cool.
Dude, it was up for $1,000. I messaged a guy. He messaged only. He said, "I'm only going to respond to you now." I get there, Filipino dude. He's like, "I saw you were Filipino,"
That's what it was.
and I was like, "Okay, well, can I buy the car or no?" And he told me there was a head gasket issue. I go there and it's the valve cover gasket, and I was like, "Yep, I'm taking this, Tito." He's like, "You sure it's leaking oil?" I'm like, "No, don't worry. I know what to do. I know what to do." Bro, it had the cleanest interior. It had a very Pinoy interior, dude. It
the
was
flag?
really, really clean.
What did Josh get us over there?
Spanish bread. You would
Spanish
like
bread.
this.
Yeah, I want to try this out.
But yeah, no. So, what did you have to? You didn't like that it was big.
I don't know. Oh, the GS. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was no angle. Oh, okay. So also to be fair, I tried to just start from nothing and modify as
As you go,
went.
which is like
which you should do.
yeah, like that's what you should be doing. But you kind of knew
Also-
what you liked, or not liked, but you had S14 experience.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do that.
Also, there was no information on those things. Parts back then were $1 million for it. Any arms? What was?
oh damn! Because this is at the end of the day a pretty high ticket car.
Yeah, and yeah, high ticket Toyota companies made stuff for it, like IKEA formula. No, I don't remember. Anyways, they were a lot. It was a lot of money for everything. So I was like, okay, well, what do I need next? Rear end fail stoppy. Let's try some rear diff bushings. 09.
After me and Brad just got done in conversation. Like, damn, I need more Serial 9 stuff.
Serial
so
9
ex-
stuff is great.
It's so expensive though, but that's like the top, in my opinion, brand.
It's really good, but it's also like a
Kevin's a good
production
dude.
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Like, that's another
Can't
thing.
get it that fast.
And I really want to switch to all their billet stuff because it just looks,
Oh yeah,
it
dude.
just looks cool.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, with the GS, it's just, I don't know. It was a difficult time.
And the power plant in that, is that a 2J?
Yeah. So I bought it with the motor in it. It was
hell
in
yeah.
the area down the street, and some guy just had it.
With
was-
the GTE in it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Sick.
And
Upping the power, I think, would have maybe, like, starting out with the power high, I was assuming it was GE still. Because I do know some people who drifted GE.
I mean, that's what they're using now because GTs are too expensive.
It will never sound the same.
True.
That's and I've made this point before, but a good 70% of the reason why I like being in the car is just because I generally like the sounds. The tactile, like little valve train or the trans moving, like the motor move, like going through its paces. Like on paper, GE turbo is the way. Got a 1J, spent double the money,
You just
literally
wanted the
just so
noise.
I could hear it.
Yeah.
Because it will
Yeah.
not sound the same. Even your 2J versus 1J
Oh,
or
100%,
whatever,
yeah.
it sounds completely
Yeah.
different. That extra 0.5 is nuts.
Yeah.
0.5 is a lot.
How do you
know
like
what I'm
drifting this compared to the S14? I'm assuming I know the answer, but maybe I don't.
It'd be so much easier if I was just in that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I have to think all the time.
Yeah. Like you can't just do it. You can't just
Well-
move like naturally.
Now I can, but it took a long time.
Yeah, I kind of remember watching you like get used to
Struggle
this car.
with it. Yeah. It sucked for a long time. I wanted to light on fire.
Yeah. Well, props to you for actually keeping it and
Yeah, I
making it
just
work.
thought I was so deep into it, and at that point, I was like, I just got to keep going.
Yeah.
And now it's at a place where it's a lot of fun.
Dude, it's so gangster when I see this car because, again, you don't really see. You see, GSs are a platform for like VIP build.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to get so much hate in the beginning for that.
Is the community like
Oh
that
my
in the
God, it was
GS world?
terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone said I ruined it, or that I should be doing VIP, and that I was an idiot. I was like, all right.
But the running gear under there
And now
is
look,
all
everybody.
normal stuff. Like
Yeah, I
it's
don't know.
very similar to IS JZX
I was gonna say to
suspension
me
design.
this is just a JZX. Like in
Yeah.
my head, I'm like,
It's
that's
a
what
little
these are.
big.
It's a lot bigger, though.
It is?
Yeah, because I was able to drive a JZX when we went to Japan, and it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in what way, like the
long.
No, I just feel like the
whole rear end, I guess, looks a little bit.
It's
bulkier.
long.
I mean, I'm not technical in any sort of
wheelbase stuff and all that.
wheelbase. I
Yeah.
want to say the way the suspension geometry
Okay.
is.
And the weight. The weight alone.
It must be
I
the
feel
weight.
like.
The weight
because-
doesn't feel too bad, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. It's just the way the car drives.
I've noticed that when I made the switch from S chassis to something Toyota, that the Toyota, it doesn't steer as quickly and it
Yes.
doesn't snap as quickly.
Yes.
So then that's where I'm doing some thinking.
Yes.
Or well, and my now
Should try
I'm-
the heat maker stuff. That's what
I want to too. I definitely.
It really
want to.
changed the car when I did it.
I'm on a Heyman knuckle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not
Same
as
here.
snappy as it was when I had the little adapter things, like the Drift HQ one.
I don't know.
Because there was, in my opinion, I think it lost a decent amount of caster, and these cars love
Yes.
caster for drifting. I think it moves it faster.
Yeah, the self steer in these cars aren't the same as.
It's
the
horrible.
chassis. Yeah.
It's horrible. You got to wheel it back. Yeah, that's why.
It feels lazier, right?
Dude, it really does.
But that's how the Cressida felt too when I
Yes.
drove.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
that's a
was like,
Cressida.
Yeah, this feels lazy.
Yeah, it's easy. That's why when you see a video of me from in car, I just look like I'm manhandling because that's the only way you could get it to do that
I
stuff.
always thought that was just like the wheelbase or some shit.
So, for example, when I see somebody driving a B knuckle, I feel like they're barely trying to throw the car,
And it
then
just
gets
goes,
to lock
yo,
right away.
yeah.
And it's just with me, I have to be like, you ever see a boat and like they're trying to turn just a little bit?
Oh yeah,
and
oh,
just, you know.
this is how Chob be doing entries with the thing, the little knob.
That would
Yeah.
be sick.
No, but really, when I do throw the wheel, I really have to throw and then feed.
Yeah.
When we get done with
the
this, I'm going to
fuck?
show you what I've screenshotted what I look like after the first faint.
Yeah.
And dude, there's a screenshot of me where I'm about to, because I pull it that way.
Yeah.
And
You know
then
what's
it
cool, though?
Spins.
When Bai came last year,
Okay.
he actually showed me a technique. Oops, sorry.
That's
that
fine.
changed it. Where, a lot of us when we drive, we initiate like this.
Yeah.
Right? Just what is this, 10 and 2 or
Yeah.
whatever it is?
Yeah,
he would actually grab the wheel like this over here, and then initiate for an extra step.
So he'd be driving like that.
No. He would be like this,
Okay.
but then instead of just going like this,
He would move his
take the
hands.
extra step.
Oh.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Dude, it's so many little things
Yeah.
that Japanese drivers are
It's
like
crazy.
They're way ahead. Like,
And he doesn't speak English well, so
Yeah.
when he gave me a ride, he was just grunting and using his hands, but it made sense.
yeah. That's so cool.
I've been trying to analyze that a little bit more, like what I'm doing with my hands.
I feel like
Because-
you've always been into like analyzing
But also look good too, right? Like
that. I think
You gotta
cares
look cool.
about that. too.
You gotta
you gotta
look
look
cool.
good, right?
I don't want to be in there going,
I don't
You
think
never
I
want to
look
be like
good when I
this.
drive.
right?
yeah,
You don't
never
wanna-
cross.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
then you
yeah.
go, hey, what is that guy doing?
I also switched steering wheels from a 350 deep corner to a 350 flat
I like flat wheels too.
because I would hit my balls sometimes.
Oh,
Oh my God. Jesus. Imagine mid transition, you just hear somebody.
You know, Burstby does those comps. I forgot what it's called.
where does he do them?
Hyperdrift.
Yeah.
At US Air.
Okay.
I was doing a competition on tandem with a friend of mine, Yvonne.
Okay.
And I was in front, and I spun out. And he's like, "What happened, man?" I'm like, "I'm gonna be honest. I nicked my balls, and it hurt really bad."
Yeah.
So I was done. Dude, yeah, I was done. I was like, and I just stopped.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I couldn't drive through it.
That's a
It
problem
was-
that has to be addressed. Yeah.
That happens on the simulator. Like I have
Yeah,
a Seto
see?
now, so
Yeah.
that happens, and I'm like,
It's just the way I sit. You know, I'm a little bit more elevated in the front of my legs. and
Yeah.
I don't have big balls or anything. It's just
no,
yeah.
they're huge.
We don't-
That's why they're touching the steering wheel.
We don't gotta go into detail. You know, it's fine.
Mine are so small, it's not hitting.
Okay,
that.
Carl.
nice.
But no, that's so interesting though, because now hearing somebody else with that kind of opinion on how the lazy steering is, I didn't understand it, and I thought that it was people making an excuse. I'm like, oh, I could drive that.
Don't get me wrong though. Like sometimes I daydream about getting a S chassis again.
Oh God, that was my
shit.
next question.
I look forward to the day.
Because now you could probably. I'm curious when people do something like that, they revert back.
Yeah.
Didn't
They
someone do that? Who did
lapse,
that?
right? Your ability now to build that car is going to be. I'm curious, like what your take on it would be.
I don't think I have the dedication anymore to build another car though.
Yeah.
I just the mindset and the headspace to do it.
Yeah.
This is already done. It's fine.
What are you trying to get into now? Like I know, like years are going to start flying by because you're up there. You know
What the fuck?
I heard that when
You said
they're
I'm
up
gonna
there,
die tomorrow.
When I heard that when you get up there, the years are flying by.
They
but
do
like,
get shorter.
But the things that you want to go do, like you achieve them like not quicker, but like you're doing things quicker. So like if you built an S14, I don't think that it would be sitting for like a fucking
No,
decade.
it's not that. It's just I'm already have this here, and it's at a point where it's enjoyable, and I can do a lot of things that I wish I could have done in S14. I think I'm at that place now, so I'm just gonna leave it.
It's also like people are always like, oh, so what's your next car gonna be, or what's another car you would drift? This and that. I was like, well, I know how to build this car, so
Yeah.
probably just this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Because some people like learning and doing all this stuff, but like I'm just using myself as an example. Like I know an S chassis,
Yeah.
like the back of my hand. If I wanted to all of a sudden do an FD ARC-7,
Yeah.
now I'm learning all over again.
I think that's the other part of it, right? I just don't want to go through all that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
It's kind of why I try to pick something that I hopefully know a little bit about.
And you can like master it easier if you take your time and
Yeah.
do that for a long
That.
time. You know what I mean?
That.
Like
'Cause
that's kind
now-
of what you did with this car. You're like,
Yeah, it's been a long time. What is it? 14 years now?
that's
It's
crazy.
a long time.
Holy shit.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Wow. it
I
really
know
is.
a handful of people too now that are still driving the car that they drove 14 years ago too,
Yeah.
and it shows because if you had this 14 years and you didn't care about it, it would not look like this.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
looks pretty bad right now, though.
I don't think so, Chob.
And people,
I didn't bring my car here for a reason. Like,
people that change cars and chassis more often, they usually don't ever like execute a really, really nice build. In my opinion, I know there's some outliers that
Yeah.
exist. Jimmy Oaks is one of them probably, but there's like some people that they just change the car every other 3. Honestly, Carl, you were one of them. Those people.
I know, bro. I knew
Yeah.
it was coming.
He was one of those people.
He loves using me as an example for this shit.
He's like, I'm going to get this.
But we just talked about it. We like I
Yeah, yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to experience those things. Like I had
Yeah.
S chassis. I thought I knew a lot about S chassis. I thought, oh my gosh, this is the car that I really like.
Yeah.
Like this is sick. And then when I got the IS, I daily drove the IS so much and I spent so much time fixing the IS that I ended up learning more about the IS. So now I'm like, why wouldn't I drift this? This is what I need to be in so that I know this. If it breaks here, I can do this. If
And
it
he
breaks
was, but
there, I
even
can
when
do
we
that.
first started doing the podcast and everything, you were thinking about
I was
getting another car.
so
And he was always looking.
I was so close. Dude.
And then you stopped.
I was so close.
And I was like, thank God. Dude.
Oh, I saw. You could tell.
I was so close
You're
to
like,
getting rid of it,
just
dude.
Light up.
He just always wanted S chassis again.
Because I did the CD swap like 17 times on the ground. And
Yeah.
I didn't like that anymore.
You're probably pro. I didn't know that.
I could have that trans in and out in an hour and a half.
That's awesome.
Down and out. It's really bad.
That's good though.
That's really
You
cool.
know it though now.
Just 14s, 17s, 19s, and a bunch of those extensions.
And luckily that transmission is the most popular transmission in drifting. So
that fell on me once, and I started going to the gym again, like right after. It fell. And
man,
I
that's
was
heavy.
the only one home.
What'd you do?
Shit.
I wanted fight or flight, baby.
It's one of those. Did
It
you,
was
like-
it was here.
Yeah.
And when it came down, I couldn't
Get it back up.
get it back up. Pause. But I had to. It was a huge wake up call because I was like,
You're like,
no
"Oh, I
one's
can't do
home.
this."
Yeah.
What am I going to yell at my neighbor who already hates the fact that I'm doing this stuff? Like, yo! I just like tossed it out. And
yeah.
the car's only up in the air so high, like I didn't
Yeah.
really have a lot of room. Went to the gym right after that.
I bet you can bench press.
Now I'm picking.
Look at those calves.
Dude, no, don't. What does Josh get? Oh, dude,
Josh
no
got good
fucking
calves, too.
way, dude. He's
Look,
got the good ones. He's got the good.
We were talking about
calves.
calves earlier.
We were talking about calves.
Look,
Yo,
look.
that's. Look at dude. That he just flexed on us for real.
Miyagi's got the calves though.
Now I gotta find Miyagi. This weekend.
Yeah.
No, he's real.
I wish he was coming, dude, because I feel like you and
Oh,
him
he's
would
not
get
coming
along
on.
really well. You've met him before, I'm
Yeah.
sure, but yeah, I think you guys, because he loves big body cars like that
Okay.
too. Like he has a Cressida.
It's
And
just literally the same color type.
It really
too.
is.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
and Miyagi has all of this.
yeah, they
This
really
is-
are similar people.
Yeah, this is actually really weird.
Yeah. So, no,
You gotta show me a picture of him later.
yeah.
Dude, yeah. I don't have
That's
any.
be
Of,
weird.
that's,
I think.
do you have pictures of your friends?
Do you have pictures of your friends' calves?
No, there's a one.
Oh, there's one photo.
There's one photo of Miyagi when he was still juicing crazy.
Yeah.
And he was in the video just giving a peace sign. And dude, there's just he's just doing a peace
There's
sign.
thought
It's
behind that.
crazy.
Though, like when you're big, you know. You just,
Yeah,
vascular.
right.
Fucking,
Yeah. And then there's also another photo at East Coast Bash Club Loose with Alex Avila from Front Street and Miyagi.
He's naked.
They're fucking naked. Miyagi's got a fucking, what do you call it? For cooking.
Onesie?
Cooking.
Oh, apron?
Apron. He's got an apron on, and Alex is next to it. Alex is like licking the hot dog on the thing, and they both, dude. I'm like, this is the.
I've never seen this
fucking
picture. I've
craziest
never
photo.
ever heard of this
You've
picture.
never seen that photo?
No, I don't need to see it right now.
Oh, I
I
can't
want to go
wait.
have the pizza at some point, and I want to think about Alex ass.
Do you want sausage pizza?
Whoa.
What?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is that what we put in?
We should talk about the pizza. I want to put Chob on blast right now.
Oh, no.
Because we were talking about the pizza since today's the pizza day, where we
is.
all go get pizza.
It's Pequod's every day.
Pequod's.
Every day. Every
yeah,
year.
every Thursday. Yeah.
I always feel
And
bad.
Chob said, I kind of like thin crust pizza.
Kind of.
Well, no, what
like
was blowing
thin
my
crust.
mind is that's another staple here, but no one talks about that
I guess
one. All
not,
we're
yeah.
talking-
I told you,
Which I
it's
still
like-
think I would like, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
because when you go to Disney, I told you, when you go to Disney World, you go to see Mickey Mouse. You don't go to see Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Not
But
that
some
Donald
people
Duck
like
is
Donald
tavern
Duck.
pizza or anything.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use that. I'm gonna use that as like that's an underdog type of reference. Like I'm like, yo, don't forget about the other homies in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to try that pizza.
You know, it's just like going to see, I don't know, the Bean,
Yeah.
right? Like, you
Yeah.
go to see this pie.
That's how I felt.
I mean, it's good. I like it. I really only eat it when you guys are here.
Yeah.
Josh, I think, eats it more often, right?
Josh likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's just, man, you got to like starve yourself for a few days.
It's a lot.
It's a
right?
lot.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I can maybe eat two, maybe,
Yeah.
but I can eat a whole fucking Jack's pizza. You know? One of those frozen
Yeah.
joints. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so like Domino's, when I order from Domino's, on the occasion that I do, they have this one where it's a pan where it's cheese all on the top.
he
Is that
thinks this is the.
is that
he thinks
what-
this is Pequod's?
would that be what I'm getting?
No.
Shit.
That's what he thinks he's getting. I'm like, dude, you can't
Is
say
it not
that.
that?
Oh, he's never had it.
No.
Sorry.
No, never had it.
Oh.
Every year we've come here, I'm
Well,
like,
okay,
Frankie,
when-
we're gonna go
when are you
see our
leaving?
friends over there, right?
When are you leaving for the track?
I don't
Oh,
know.
well, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's busy as fuck.
No.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say today would be
I
a
will
better
go
chance.
and get you a personal pan pizza at some point.
What
so
are
you
we
can-
doing tomorrow that's busy as fuck?
Oh, you don't know.
What time are you leaving tomorrow?
Same deal as today or earlier.
8 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Damn, so
We
I
should
really
just
had
grab
a,
this guy.
Well, we
a
could do it
personal
on the
pan.
way back too. On Monday, we can.
I really had a poor impression on what I was gonna be today, which is
We
I thought
honestly,
it was
we should
gonna be
order
like
right
a
now.
pan thing.
We could order. No, they don't.
No, bro, no. I've had my boy breakfast already. I'm kind of already
Yeah,
set.
this is great.
Okay.
Yeah,
But no, well, he'll learn. He'll learn soon.
it's
Yeah.
fun, dude. I just coming here every year. I'm gonna say every year because I feel like we're gonna go next year as well, and hopefully the year after that. As long as you guys keep having these, I'm
Yeah.
like it's kind of nuts. Did you see what it looked like yesterday? It was freaking.
Yeah.
Dude.
Gets
yeah.
more nuts every year, right?
And then
Yeah.
Josh is just standing right in the middle of it, dude. I was like, yo,
He's taking it in.
look at this.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that was a really, hundreds of people.
It was
dude.
cool. No, the coolest part, so we came in we got here yesterday after the first pre-meet
Yes.
started.
Yeah.
So we're driving, and right when Carl said, he's like, damn, I didn't see any cool cars or anything so far. And then we roll in, and right when we're getting off the highway, fucking Derek from Braking and someone else, they'd fucking drive by on the highway.
Imagine being a regular person and seeing that.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
When we're driving up, all I could think about is like, look at all these people driving past, and they have no idea the amount of what is going on
It
down
got
here.
even better because then we get in our hotel room.
Yeah.
And it's overlooking that highway, and all you guys are driving by. So the meet must have been somewhere down there, and then the next one.
Dude, it looked really cool, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on here right now?
Yeah,
Like,
it's cool, man. Honestly, I like that part more than the track. This whole thing
sometimes
right
it's-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy the people part of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it sounds like you guys have been enjoying that part, which is great. Because
Yeah.
I feel like otherwise people aren't going to, it's just an event then if that was gone. If you take the people aspect out of it, like the like.
You gonna talk to the car?
What was that?
Well, he talks to his cars.
Yeah.
Do I talk to my car? No. Actually, I do.
You definitely do.
I'd definitely be like, come on, baby, just a little bit.
No,
Yo.
but you're right though. Like you take away the cars, and you have a lot of friends to hang out. with.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Yeah.
That's why
Honestly, I never really thought about it, but that is why Final Bout is pretty cool.
Why
It's
else-
the 3 days before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1000%. Dude, last year, Josh, we had a podcast with Josh. We had podcast with Bayside. We had podcast with Dave.
Yeah. Met a
Like-
lot of people.
We met so many people, and then I got home from that and started working on my own shit.
Yeah.
Like, I paint now.
Paint.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I wanted to get into it and was asking people a little,
Sorry.
like
To
people
laugh.
back and forth about it. Never knew what to do. Now I'm doing it. It's
Remind me
weird.
to send you my. Okay, so last year of college, I finished all of my normal credits, so I had to take a bunch of electives that had nothing to do with my major because I didn't have enough
Oh,
credits.
this sounds fun. This sounds fun.
I
This
took
sounds fun.
bowling twice.
Bowling?
Bowling.
Are you nice with
I did
this?
day bowling. I did night bowling. I took gym class, but the funniest and hardest one was a painting class.
No, this
I was
is
like, painting? I could do that.
Yeah.
3 credits? Whatever. Easy. Hardest class of my life.
oh, they're telling you about composition and
It was
shit.
just even just trying to lay the paint on the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to send you, they made us do a self-portrait.
Okay. I need to see that.
I need to send it to you guys. I don't know if you guys remember Club of Jam. I wore one of those luchador masks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll send it to you. But I did
You probably look cool as hell in that thing.
I look like, I feel like Rey
fucking-
Mysterio
Yeah.
Jr., you know? But anyways, I did a painting of that and I look cross-eyed and it was terrible. I got to send it to you guys.
Dude, I'm not painting art. I'd be painting cars and shit.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck are we talking
Completely
about?
opposite.
Yeah, no,
but it's
no,
a
no.
little similar.
I like it's grown up arts and crafts. That's why I like
Oh,
it.
you painted that one dude's car just before you left. We were talking about that last time. I'm like, Carl's painting right now? Aren't they supposed
I
to leave
painted
in like 2
I painted a body kit really quick before we left.
Who's
It was
a
a Urus. Oh, I did a JZX. It was my second car I've ever painted.
That's cool.
Black. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure you
I
want
mean,
to bring it
the
here?
cool part is everyone knows Carl started painting. So, like, everyone's on the same page. They're all like, Carl just started learning. So, if it's going
Hey,
to come
man,
out a certain way, it
that
might
doesn't
not-
mean nothing.
you know
That
what I
car
mean?
went right into Week Fest the day after that.
And you were
How'd it
scared.
look?
Fucking black. Really nice. Really nice. Nice finish. Cut and buff too. End to end in house.
Cut and buff.
Yeah, my roommate was a detailer. I managed to be like, wait, dude, you want some money? I'll tie in you. I'll upsell cut and buff if you are willing to do them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And now,
Yeah.
welcome to Body Town.
Bodytown USA.
Just saying Body Town.
Bodytown USA in the back of his fucking house.
That's funny.
Yo,
I totally
chill,
thought
chill,
you were
chill,
talking
chill.
about portrait painting.
No.
I actually am
funny.
kind of nice at that
Damn
too.
it. Now I got to show you what it looks like.
The hardest class I ever took, the hardest elective I ever took was that movie class.
Movie?
Yeah.
Like
I thought
film?
it was going to be really easy.
Like
we
watch
sit there.
movies.
Yeah, we watch movies. Cool. No. They had me watch Citizen Kane,
Do a paper?
the Rosebud movie with the sled, had me analyze why he wanted the sled, and I'd never watched anything. I got into a motorcycle accident leaving that class. That class gave me
What?
more hell than anything else. Like, it was just random.
You ride motorcycles?
I do.
Cool.
Do you have motorcycles?
I used to. I sold it.
Shit. Tell them what you have, Chob. Tell them what you had.
Oh, well, I started out with a Ducati Monster,
Okay.
and then I got a Harley Street Bob,
Yo.
And then I
Chob
had-
on the Choppington is.
and then I had a, wow.
I didn't even know
I'm
what
so
you had
tired.
last. I thought you
What's
just
the
had a
police
street
bike?
bike.
I can't even think right now.
What year?
Softail.
The police bike.
Oh, like a bigger. You had
Oh my
a.
God. Not the Street Glide or the Road Glide, but the fairing.
Road King.
Road King.
Yeah.
I had a Road King.
Dude, you probably look cool as hell on that.
I
shit.
felt cool. I don't know if I look cool.
I felt cool. Did you know that there's a crazy Filipino community for Harley Davidson?
Is
That
there? Of course there would
they,
be.
they there's a group
There's
by
always
me.
a Filipino.
They had a Laconia, or no, a Sturgis ride out group for just
Really?
Filipinos and Harley.
Yeah.
I couldn't
30
do it.
of them. I was like, oh my god,
Couldn't do it.
that looks like hell.
But
No.
Carl, he had a Dyna, so you know. You
Yeah,
had a Dyna.
that was my favorite bike. Was the Dyna. I did a burnout on that thing too.
I bet.
I have a video of it.
I
Somewhere.
bet, dude.
So we all have bikes like Dynas and new Softails,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
wants to just get a chopper and be different. And we're all like, can we just get the same bike so we can
I like
ride together?
Yeah.
I like the chopper thing because I make it mine. Like that's part of the reason why I like
My back
drifting.
couldn't take it though.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous about that, but my bike right now ain't exactly soft. Like I have like really short shocks on it. Like it's got to not be working.
Yeah.
But
I had cruise control on the Road King. That was nice.
Yeah.
see that sounds great. That sounds great. But I just need the bike to cruise over 75, 70 cuz my XS right now is not doing that. It's like cruising at 60 and then on the highway where it's speed limit 65 and people are doing 80, it's really sketchy.
Yeah.
But I would like a Harley. I feel like that's next on my list, mainly just because like I didn't think that that's something that I would like.
You know
But
what I
now
did?
I like it.
I brought him to the Harley Museum on the way up to.
Oh, and
Last year,
that place
yeah.
is cool.
That place ruined
Yeah.
me. I was
That
like,
place
this
is
culture's
really cool.
sick. Like it's all about the underdog fight right here. Like
Yeah.
that brand for a little while was they made it so that they can be worked on, and
Now I don't know.
now I don't think so.
It's
But
like a dying breed now.
Yeah.
All the dealerships by me are closing. The one I bought mine at closed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Nobody
I-
wants to ride anymore.
well,
At least the younger generation.
the bikes are getting different. They're
Yeah.
changing now, which some people are happy about and some people are not. I'm one of the people that are definitely not. I would rather be air cooled forever and slow.
It's just
and
easier
ancient.
to maintain. Too,
Yeah.
Right. And
But now they're like, oh, we got to water cool it. It's got to compete with Indian.
cruise control.
Yeah.
dude, I can't wait. See, dude, with the Choppington, I'm gonna have cool little swag. Dude. I'm gonna go to an antique market and see a freaking little bell that I like and just hang it off the frame. Do that with your Dyna.
He's
dude.
gonna have a
We
Filipino
can do
flag
that.
on his.
Dude, it's gonna have like a little one somewhere just to let people know, like, yo, this is a Filipino ass bike right here.
Why'd you get rid of the bike? Kids?
No. I wanted an M3.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
bought
right.
an
You had the
E90
E90. Yeah. Do you miss that one?
Yeah, that was fun. I do. But after the third kid, I was like, I can't make the wife drive a separate car so I could drive the M3. So
There it is. The Escalade.
The Escalade on on lower. It's lowered. Has a side exit.
thanks, Daniel.
Can't leave anything alone, it seems like.
Unfortunately, not.
That's why I like the chop. I'm telling you, it's like adding your little twist on stuff.
Yeah.
You can't leave something stock. I bet no one in this room can leave something
That's
stock.
true, actually.
It'd probably be better though if we did. Well, him,
That
for
wasn't the
example,
question.
he left his CC stock for a long time. Finally bought wheels for it. He was really good about
Immediately,
it. How
check
many
engine
years
light.
did you have that thing before
Check
you
engine
even
light.
did anything? 9 years. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
We're
No.
talking about a Volkswagen, right?
To not
Volkswagen
touch
CC.
something.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
Not
I
even
find
a Korean
myself.
flag or anything like that.
Do you like? I feel a lot of us right now. We're all doing more than just drifting, and that's what I like to see.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you just built that thing.
With their help, not just me.
Yeah. Well, Eric's
Yeah,
Auto Lab.
so I saw that going on the last like week or two.
You probably had no idea. Like
I was-
you were like, why is he doing this?
I was so confused. I'm still confused. I
What
was
is
like,
he doing?
I was like, I thought he was a corporate guy, but now I'm thinking he might work at the shop.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I was like all confused.
Yeah.
But when did you start working here again?
Thanksgiving of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really recent. I had
Okay.
like I don't know. What do they say? just a epiphany or
Yeah.
something. I just got really tired of the corporate environment. I got let go from my job at one point, and I was just like, do I want to do this again? You know, it was really toxic. Do I really want to push myself to go into that same environment? Because I know it's going to be like that.
You guys could relate a lot on this topic.
Because the problem with
I
the
wanna
industry
fucking
that I
die
was
talking about
working,
this shit.
the industry I was working for, we all knew each other. So even if I go to a different company, we're still gonna have to deal with the same people. So I was like, I don't know. And then he offered. He's like, hey, do you want to come learn? I was like,
That's the word for me. I'm like, yo, I get to learn some shit, bet.
it was just hard, right? Because obviously, the corporate pay versus it's just different pay. So my wife had to not really step up, but step up and kind of be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And support this process, which I'm very thankful for. Because she's seen a change in my demeanor with not having to be there. So I think it's something that I want to stick to for a while. Plus, we got this guy.
Brad's like, what
So
do I have to do with anything?
Him and I met a long time ago because I sold him car parts.
Okay.
And we've just talked here and there, kept up. Not really kept up with each other, but just, hey, how's it going? He bought a dirt bike for me.
Oh, okay.
A street legal dirt bike for me. It was a Yamaha 125 or something like that. Dirt bike, street legal
Were you a
dirt
12
bike.
o'clock boy or something?
No.
Whoa.
Okay.
It was my dad's.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually he was like, oh, he saw my story that I worked here. He's like, oh, you guys hiring? And it was
wow.
a joke. And now he's here. And
I
then
was gonna say-
Daniel's here too.
I was going to say, did he work here first? But okay, so it was the opposite almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I get to learn from him too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I think as you grow older, the ability to accept that you still want to learn is very important.
Yeah.
And to be like, I'm not good at this. I need somebody else to teach me. I am not the smartest person on this topic. I need this person in my life. Or I don't know everything. Please help and please teach me. I think that's a hard thing to do as an adult.
Yeah.
And I'm getting,
I know someone that
I'm
needs
getting
to
the sense that
That's so fucking relatable, bro. I know my phone just vibrated in a way where it's an Outlook notification too. So
Are you a corporate guy right now? What do you do for
I
work?
do both. I'm a contract analyst for a finance tech company.
His mom's very proud for sure.
Yeah, that sounds serious.
That's awesome.
No, my mom is disappointed.
They're
as
still
hell.
disappointed because once he talks about car shit,
She's
they're
she's
like,
disappointed as hell in me because she's like, you got this nice job. Like, where the hell is all your money? And I'm like,
look at my paint booth.
yo, wow, look at his 1J.
Yeah.
But like, I don't.
Gotta be happy too, though.
Yeah.
It's that part.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to follow the trend that you just like you sit in there till the end of your life just working.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, at some point I feel like I just want to have fun. Josh is over here because he's a success story. Okay, this is a success story. This is a successful guy that managed to do both.
Yeah.
Because like Josh has one of the sickest garages. We all know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like he managed to do both, and like I'm trying to do both, and like I find one taking more time and attention than the other, and it shouldn't be like that. Like I'm at work thinking about painting, and then when I'm painting, I don't think about work.
You got to find a balance.
So clearly, I'm favoring one than the other, and when I go into there, I know what I need to do. The
Yeah.
work is easy as hell. I hate to be complaining about the work. I'm picking up a mouse and dragging it. It should not be hard. But for some reason, I'm sitting there brain melting, rotting. And then I get out of work and my muscles are just like lethargic because
Yeah.
I've been sitting there for all day long. And then I had to fake the way that I'm talking because I'm worried that somebody's going to get offended.
Yeah.
Because I said, why is this so slow? Get this to my desk now because I need to get this out.
Yeah.
That's rude.
You
What do
are
they
you
say,
are
like-
rude though.
That's a rude.
Yeah.
He's rude to me all the time.
Hurry up. Maybe your old ass shouldn't be behind a computer.
Seriously though, I mean,
As per my
that's
last
true.
email, it's my favorite one. 1, 2, and then bam, right up like that. It's just
It's bad.
Yeah.
just horrible,
You know, Carl had a
man.
bad day when he gets to the podcast at like 6 or whatever, and you just see him. He's just smoking cigarettes.
if I'm early,
part of the
if
reason I left.
if I'm early to the podcast,
There's a reason.
I had a good day.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
a good day
okay,
because
okay.
I'm like, I cleared out the inbox. I
Yep.
got all this work done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cookies for Frankie, no problem. Yeah. And then if it's like I'm there at 6:30 on the dot, I'm like, dude, I had a fucking shit day.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's
man.
not fun, man.
But it's nice to hear from other people like, dude, you
It's
went
hard,
from
right?
a
Like-
non-labor to, I don't know really what you were doing, but
Just
like
desk.
this to now you do different things every day.
But now I'm over there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was bad. It's just,
You're around different things. Every
this is
day.
not a lot nicer.
Yeah.
I will take the, for now, pay cut.
You have to sometimes. There's a
But
sacrifice.
we're
that has
working
to happen.
towards breaking the stigma of being broke because you're in this industry.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
dude, bless. I
Think, Eric, he has a plan for it. And, you just got to break the stigma.
I'm trying, dude. I just don't really know where I want to be.
You know how many people
and-
I would want to fight when I was in a corporate job?
dude, every day.
I mean,
bro.
you guys know me as me, and you think I'm nice. I'm not nice all the time. Like,
Dude, I said that I thought you were scary at first.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
okay.
forget.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I really did. I thought that you were scary as hell because, you know what I'm saying? And
to my friends, I'm nice, but like, I don't know how many times I would tell Jen, I'm like, man, does this guy not know that I could like rip his head off?
dude, I'm telling you, like,
Like, why do people like disrespect you
Yeah.
in that way? Like,
when there's not really a need to. Like, what are you going to,
what
is
did I
it
say
your
to
company?
her one time? I said, to alleviate stress in the work environment, you should be able to fight one person per year.
In the office? Like a little
No,
street
I mean,
beefs?
obviously you would go somewhere, regulated.
Oh,
right?
behind the office.
No. Like, let's go to this boxing gym or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
you pick one person per year
Yeah.
to fight.
It should at least be an option.
Yeah.
Like if people want to.
you call them out, and they have no choice.
I don't know.
Okay, that's a little
Chob,
different.
This is a crazy sell. And you're getting wildly excited about this. So, like, this is
Imagine.
like really.
But like,
I'm,
Now I understand.
imagine the person not wanting to disrespect you after that.
Yeah.
You know what? He really.
I mean, what you're saying is pretty much the internet too right now, where
Yeah.
people just go crazy because they know nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's how it is in the corporate world. But obviously, you
Yeah.
can't do that. It's
Because they
just-
say whatever they say because
Yeah.
they know
Yeah.
nothing's going to happen to them.
Yeah.
the arguments that I have right now is they're really big brothery as of like Q2
Good big
of last
brother?
year. No,
Oh, okay.
like monitor to the T to this to the
that
what
big
my
brother.
clicks are doing, what I'm doing here, what I'm doing there. So, what do? How can I get petty with that? So then
Clicks. They
I-
monitor your clicks. That's
So then what I do is I will, because I
does
work
that
from
even
home.
help?
I work
Like-
from home on Fridays.
Keystrokes.
This is what my
Keystrokes.
response was. They hired me.
Oh,
because
meaning if you don't do enough clicks, you're not working.
if
Or
you're, what are you
keystrokes, they log
doing?
your
Like,
keystrokes.
keystrokes. I'm like, if you hired me and you hired someone else, I'm talking about the other lady on my team who can't work for shit, moves the pace of a snail.
Yeah.
Okay, actually I don't care. Listen to this shit. But if you hired me at the same, both of us to do the same job, and I do my job quicker than the other person, in less time,
Yeah.
and we're getting paid the same, and we have the same amount of work,
Yeah.
do you really think I'm going to go above and beyond for this company that I can give a fuck about?
So what? So you're doing.
I do my work, I get it done, I do it to my best that I can, whatever's in front of me, always. And yet now they're asking for more because my hours aren't meeting what they want. And then I said, but it takes this person that amount of time to do that. I'm not going to do it.
So you're producing more work still.
I'm producing more work in a less amount of time, and they're just mad that
So
I'm
you would
not
excel
around.
in an automotive.
I'm not
environment.
around. I'm not around as much as they want me to be. They're like, it seems like you're not really committed. And I want to be like, I'm really not.
In the automotive world, you would be making more money because of that.
Yes.
Which is the only benefit.
book time, right?
Yeah, like flat rate.
Oh, shit.
That's the only benefit.
know,
I know the
I'm
little
learning.
book
What, I'm like
time.
6 months deep? Yeah.
But flat rate is fucking terrible. So
Yeah.
Okay.
But when it's good. But it's usually bad.
But no, that was my rebuttal. I'm like, you don't think that I got a life outside of here? Like, you don't think I
They don't
care
care.
about
They
other
don't
things
care.
outside of these walls? What we have together as a community, the automotive community, is sick.
Yeah.
Because we care about something that brings us to somewhere else.
If only it could
It's
just bring
that.
us money.
Yeah.
For real. But I think that
There's always a trade off.
there's a trade-off. And
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I worked there and made a lot of money, and I was able to establish a base.
a family.
Yeah, family.
Like, you know?
And now that I'm not there, we talked about this. There's a flip side to it, right? Like, if I would have taken that Escalade to a shop to get it done, it would have been $1 million.
Yeah.
But we did it here together, and it was less.
And it was a bit less.
But dude, like, that's like
Carl's fired
the
up now.
happiness part is
Yeah.
and I really am
needed
happy
it.
that you
There's mental health games.
you took that lead too.
There's mental health games in this stuff, right? And it's important.
That really is though.
Yeah, mental health's a big thing. I got a lot of friends
It's a big
right now.
stigma too, man. Like,
Yeah, a lot of friends right now that I feel like are on the edge.
Yeah. Man. You just gotta admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of, I mean, I don't want to say it's because of it, it's because of drifting. Like, they put a lot of stress on themselves.
You
and-
think so?
Yeah, some of the
Just-
people, what I'm thinking about, yeah. Because they just put a lot of stress on themselves and stuff. And then it's like they don't see what's going on. It's
They need what
snowballing.
Tom has.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy's a
Brain
beast.
deficiency?
Jeez.
What do they need that Tom got? No,
Dude,
but that's it gives you purpose though. It gives you drive that it's a healthy drive that you want to pursue versus like
Yeah.
you need this corporate culture in you.
Oh,
You
that's-
need to achieve the mission statement every day.
I would not last a week.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you ever do corporate?
Never.
Never.
I did the only other stuff was I worked at Nissan dealerships. I was parts department and technician.
Okay.
So, and I basically like service industry stuff like valet driving and stuff like that. But I mean,
Imagine young Frankie in a little valet uniform.
just having a boss in general was not it's not working out for me. I was just always testing them. I'm like, go ahead, fire me. Oh, because when I got into the parts area,
Yeah.
so I started as a technician, and it didn't last that long. I was like, I think I got fired from that job, and I went back to valet, and then I went back to another one. But when I started doing parts, I was like, I did it because I was selling performance parts. So I was like, oh, this will kind of help me. Like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll learn a little bit, and it'll be fun. So I started doing it or whatever. And my boss, who I knew him for years because he was also at the other dealership I worked at in the parts department. So we start working together, and he's like, you're really good at this because you work on cars. He's like, most
sense.
people that are in the parts department of these dealerships, they've never touched a car. So they don't know anything.
How is that not a prereq?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
literally.
think about like me, right? With my corporate job, I've never been in manufacturing standpoint or anything
Yeah.
like that, but I would supply the parts.
That's true. Wait,
In the
what were you
corporate-
selling again?
Plastic
Medical?
resin,
What were the use cases?
raw
for it?
plastic resin. So this table that we're using.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
Like so, it was not a specific.
Yes, WeatherTech floor mats. You guys
Okay.
know those.
Yeah.
Igloo coolers.
Damn, that's
Yeti.
interesting. How the fuck did you
yeah.
get into that? dude?
I just fell into it, and
Yeah.
like this thing right here, right? Like selling that in the raw form.
Huh.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, so
I
you're
don't even
selling
know
it-
what that is. I just sell it,
So you're selling it to companies that are using
making
it to,
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, there was a tangible thing, dude. I don't know how the fuck our company makes money.
But once I learned that I was good at that,
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, now everyone can.
Now you're like later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, fire me, go for it, and they never would. I was at one job saying fire me for over a year,
And they wouldn't.
They wouldn't do it
because you're that good.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, cool. So now I know I have a backup plan.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of business owners are always like, oh, you don't want to have a backup plan because then you won't
You won't commit.
all
Yeah.
this stuff. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'd like to have a backup plan because
Yeah.
this is fucking retarded. But yeah, so in the back of my head, I was like, okay, cool. So I could potentially go manage a parts department somewhere. Cool. So it's like that's in my back pocket. I don't think about it because this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
But just knowing that was there, I was like, okay, cool. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, no, I guess I hate saying that, like, oh, having a boss isn't for me. I hate that. But that's how it feels, honestly. Not that it isn't for me. It's just I know I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I-
nothing wrong with that.
Now you
Yeah.
built a corp,
I pretty much did, yeah.
dude. Since our last visit here, just so everyone here knows, last visit here, Frankie was still on the fence about all this shit
yeah.
about the new shop, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm over here like, yeah, I made a little paint booth. Fucking Frankie built a dealership.
I take a lot of
No.
dealership mentality because I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like the organization and
Yeah, yeah.
everything.
You definitely did. You
yeah.
definitely did, dude. He made a little fucking window thing.
For parts.
Unnecessary.
It is kinda unnecessary, but-
There is a little window so that you wouldn't have to. The outside shop people would not have to interact with the inside shop people.
Yeah, because it's like
Insane.
it's like a showroom area.
Insane.
But then the parts counter is in there.
Little
so it's
drive-through window.
Take a number 2, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Literally.
Oh,
It's not done yet, but I think once it's done, it's gonna be cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
it's really
But then like coming
fun.
here to this shop, dude, this
like
shop
this.
is like cooler than mine.
This car.
Just gonna open the window and be like, apple pie.
Pushing over the apple pie.
Just like hand them off.
But this shop's cool because it's like it's smaller than what we have right now, but it's like so efficient. Like the way the lifts are set up and everything.
Dude,
I really
yeah, you
like
guys got
this.
4 in here.
Yeah. This is a really good setup. It all depends on how the shape of the
The building.
building is. And like if you get screwed on that, you're kind of fucked. So like we have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 lifts, but probably gonna end up with 3 or 4, and then the alignment rack.
Oh, alignment rack.
Yeah.
A full alignment rack.
Yeah.
Like what you have now.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So the alignment rack was a big thing too. That was like a couple years ago.
That place
but
is awesome, dude. But when we go to other shops like that, I like this here.
I love this.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is.
And this
Tell Eric.
showroom and waiting area is like
I knew that. As soon as
tier.
we walked in there, I was like, "Damn, Frankie's probably punching the air right now."
Yeah.
Would
I
you
love-
rather have it smaller or is that a good size?
Oh,
That's pretty big.
that's
though,
good
right?
for what I would want. That's perfect. Yeah. It would be more parts though. It would be less waiting area. I'd shove the waiting area like right in the little corner, and then it'd be all part
And then
stuff.
Carl in the front just.
Of course, like where I would want to be.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Carl.
And the
maybe.
offices are sick too. Like,
Yeah, no, they're good.
yeah. The
Damn,
display
man.
case. Damn, we gotta do a video before we leave.
Yeah. Just we got to do a video.
Yeah.
Did you post any questions or anything?
We
like
actually
that?
didn't. I fucked up.
You did.
So yeah.
It's all right.
But dude, I can't thank you enough for sharing that, by the way. Like the corporate thing, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of kids out there, not kids. We're all kids.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that are in that.
Well, I mean, we
and
grew
we
up with
talk
them
about
in-
it a lot, and
We
feel
grew
like
up
it's still
thinking that's the
happening.
only way to become successful, right? So.
Well, it's definitely how I feel like.
Yeah.
But there's like
There's many ways.
There's like a strong person that can handle that, and like I have to down and out. I can't.
Well, from the outside looking in to all, I don't want to say Filipino, but all you guys talking about your families and everything, it seems like they're putting fun and everything else to the side, and they just care about you being successful
Well, you got
financially.
to work. Work is work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they grew up. I mean, right?
So it's like it's
They
a,
were poor.
yeah. So they're trying to have you. They're trying to make sure you have a better life than them, but they don't realize that like you kind of need to enjoy your life too.
Yeah. I will say that my parents were very supportive in trying to make sure that we're happy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just wanted me to be, or wanted my siblings and I to be able
Yeah.
to like have a life that they didn't have.
That's also how they.
But now I feel like I'm living like the modern day life that they had,
And you're like,
yeah.
and I'm like, fuck.
And they hated.
I'm poor
Yeah.
still. What?
my sibling actually went to school for theater, and they do a lot in that. And she ended up going into the medical field that she really enjoys. So it's like
Oh.
my parents pushed her to
Yeah.
pursue what she wants, and she ended up, now her theater thing is our car thing, and the medical thing is her,
That's
So it worked out.
It kind of worked out. in
worked
their
out.
favor.
worked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
They're like, yes,
Yeah.
it worked. That reverse psychology, John.
Yeah.
And it's also like how successful you are is kind of a representation of how well they raised you in a way.
True.
So
Dude,
that's
my-
why they fight for that too, I feel like.
Thank God my brother's around, dude.
Yeah.
I'm living. I have a younger brother, and he bought a house. He
Nice.
did this, did that, got the degree, but is also crazy mentally. Like he's always. I think he's got crazy anxiety and shit, and like
He's a car guy too.
he has.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot of cars. He
Yeah.
bought the house because of the cars.
Yeah,
Ju-
the
just-
house is kind of the garage. and
It's
the
a house with.
attached.
It's a garage with like a little hut.
yeah.
Like on the property. And like I don't know, I see the pride that my mom has
In it?
when she talks about like my brother and stuff like that in his house and like
You know,
his
my-
career.
My son has 12 cars.
Yeah, I Kenneth have so many cars, and they're all in a garage now, so it's like even more impressive, right? Like to our family before, you had a bunch of cars in your property. The house looks like a junkyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, the same cars
Yeah.
are just happen to be indoors Now it's like a fucking,
No, it's a success
oh
story.
my gosh,
funny.
like that's incredible.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're all like at family parties. Why would you spend your money on this stuff? Like, and that's him
What does
trusting
what does
himself.
he do?
Dude, my shy brother that was not a talker
Oh, I think you told me this.
is the #1 car or Subaru salesman on the East Coast.
Oh.
Number one.
Number one.
That
He
is
might be
a-
#2.
Wait, car salesman?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, wow.
He works for Subaru.
Okay.
He has
for him.
5 Subarus. Non-biased seller. He'll tell somebody. He told me, he's like, some people come in here and he's a good dude, which is even more like, because you think of salesman, you think of like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
sell.
I think of cocaine immediately.
ABC, always be
Immediately.
closing.
Always be closing.
But then he always tells us like, yeah, this couple came in and they really wanted this, but their financial situation was not going to let them do that. Like, and I was just trying to help them out, like to not make
that.
this mistake.
yeah.
That is the opposite.
What
of a
salesman be doing that?
Yeah,
like, you know
no,
what I mean?
none.
And I think that benefited him in that way because he stood by what he was believing in.
Well, in that business, it's all about reputation too, which I didn't really know because like in my head, I'm like, oh, if I want a car, well, maybe I work different than other people. Like if I want to buy a car, I'm going to know way more than the salesman knows by the time I get there. But,
He walks in there like
Yeah.
Ron Swanson. I know more than you.
yeah, like way more. But normal people, they go buy a car, they don't really know anything, they want to learn from them.
Yep.
So if you're honest and everything, those people will come back later
That says a
and
lot.
buy another car.
Says a lot about
He
your
did
character.
35 cars like in a
Yeah.
month once. And I was like, that's a car
It's
at least a day.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking about how many salesmen they got on the floor, and you're like, damn, it's a lot of fucking cars.
They must be like,
And then you think about where are they?
Yeah.
They're around.
yeah.
There's going to be too many cars.
Good
dude.
for him.
There
There's
already
too
are
many.
too many
But
cars.
yeah, that's like that wasn't his field. That wasn't
No.
anywhere near what he wanted to do. That didn't require a degree or anything. And he has a comp sci degree or a mathematics degree, which is not an
He
easy
knows how
degree.
to count the cars now.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That kid just like,
Good for him though.
yeah,
'cause
he made a
that's hard
pivot.
thing.
He committed. I know it's the hours are crazy, but makes way more money than me. So,
all
and
right.
that's something that my mom like is able to pride herself on because she's like, oh,
Yeah.
I did okay with that one.
With that one.
1 out of 3.
You're not,
Hell yeah.
you're not at the level yet, Carl. You'll be there.
Meanwhile, my
old are you?
sister gets into a car accident while we're on the pod. 29.
You look like you're doing all right to me.
Yeah, I
Like
think so too.
Yeah, I do look pretty young still. I had somebody card me.
But
and
I
they were
also
like-
have to have different ideas and of success, right?
yeah. And comparison is always the thief of joy too. So
Oh yeah.
just because my timeline is not as quick, and just because I was 2 years older than my brother, doesn't mean that like I should have been done doing my thing already.
It makes you feel better. It took me 10 years to get my bachelor degree.
Shut the hell up. For real?
Yeah, it took so long.
Chob, that is not long. That's like really long.
Like in school for 10 years?
No.
Okay, I was like, that
but
would
you
be a
went,
problem.
but you had an off season, right? And then you went back.
Because I made money, what I thought was making money. I was like, I'll just take one class this semester.
yeah.
With my mom, when I graduated, she's like, man, you got your PhD and bachelor's.
That's great.
Thanks, Mom. Dude, Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
It's all right. I did my associates in like 4 years, so I get it. I was on the 4-year plan.
Bro, 10 years.
That's a little crazy,
long
but yeah.
time.
But the thing is you were doing stuff like during those 10. I know people who it took 10 years to do a bachelor's and they were
do
at
anything.
home the
That's
whole time.
bad.
Like, I'm just
True.
like, what the?
Yeah.
Like you
I
were
thought
working-
I was making money. I was like, this is fine.
Yeah.
How
Lived
did
at
you?
home.
Because you were working on cars before he moved you to the other position, right? No.
Oh, yeah.
So how did you get into that? Like is it just from being a car guy?
He just asked if I wanted to try it. I said, sure.
So you kind of were learning.
Sure.
So you kind of were learning here. In a
Yeah,
way.
in
I
an
know you
official
had-
way,
Yeah, I
right?
know you
Like-
had some knowledge,
I mean,
obviously.
yeah, coming into here, I was like, I didn't know shit before, right? Like,
Wow.
I thought I knew.
Bro,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
employer
yeah.
listening to this.
Oh, he
God
knows.
damn, what the hell did I do hiring Chob?
He knows because I was like, bro, I don't like.
But
I mean, whatever. Just
yeah, you built drift cars.
Not really. I mean, I watch people build drift cars.
Okay, yeah.
RT built my car, which is
Okay.
RCN Motors.
Yeah. So you really did just like kind of.
Yeah, he was like, "Do you want to come and learn?" I said,
That's like
sure.
that's pretty interesting, man.
"Sure, I don't got anything else."
Yeah, that makes this whole like change in your life actually a lot more interesting because you're not only doing something that you think you're going to enjoy more, you're learning a completely new field.
Yeah.
What about the stresses? Okay, we're talking about all these highs, right?
Yeah.
There's a big shift that's going to happen. I feel like with if I was to think of doing that, the first thing I'm thinking about is like I'm going from somewhere where I'm going to be pretty lazy to now I'm going to have to be off my ass, on my feet, moving the whole time.
It was just better. It's not super busy here all the time, but I feel like being on your feet more is just.
You like it more, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with my. You know how work from home is.
You could find yourself doing anything but working.
I would take naps during the day.
Yeah.
I have time. I finish my work, and then in
No,
that
you don't gotta.
in that industry, Christmas time, everyone's shut down. There's nothing to do.
Dude, and like the day before, dude,
We
it's
still get
before
paid.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, everyone's gone
Everyone's gone. Everyone was gone on Monday. And then yet I'm here.
working.
I'm the one who's like, I need to make hours. I need to do this. I need to have
You weren't
progress.
salaried or you were
I'm
salaried?
salary.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying is like the work, I have a set amount of work.
Mm-hmm.
It gets done. You cannot expect more from me.
Ours is sales based, so if there's
Oh,
no one around, like, what am I gonna do?
You
Yeah.
can't do anything. Accounting's not in.
'Cause
No
I
one's
would,
in.
The way my job work is, I would plan and buy for the next 3 to 6 months.
Sorry, guys. There's a garbage truck outside. But
He going ham. Holy crap.
I wanted to try that too. You know, like,
for real?
yeah, I have a friend who does that and he enjoys it. I was like,
I hear they get paid a good amount.
yeah,
Yo, the benefits are probably nuts.
Yeah. Fall off a truck.
you know,
All right.
Yeah. You're getting paid.
Do people still?
I've seen 'em.
I don't think my neighborhood has the people on the back of it anymore.
It's more like a city thing. I would
yeah,
say.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's all automated now.
In our town in East Rutherford, there's people.
It's like a little machine now. Just
Yeah.
flicks it over.
that's wild.
Yeah,
AI's coming.
They said, "You want to complain?" Psh, robot. That's crazy.
But yeah,
terrible.
I used to binge watch Netflix shows.
Yeah.
In one day, one working day.
At first, you're probably like, "Oh, this is cool. I can take naps now." And then
was
within
so
like 3
boring.
months, you were like, "This is bad."
This is terrible.
No.
And I think that goes back to our yearning to learn all the time, right?
yeah.
Here, I get to learn every day, right? I get to be like, what did Brad say to me the other day? He's like, "What did you do?" Yeah, don't do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't. I'll do it the other way.
And you'll never do it again.
Yeah.
You learn.
This
Yeah.
dude, a shop is like, as long as there's a few people in here, a shop, you will learn something new every day,
Yeah,
basically.
and I
Whether
think
no matter how small or large it is.
I like that about this. And
Yeah.
you know, the stress is like almost non-existent compared to corporate world.
Dude, this is my work from home day now, because after you have to. My little tip for if you're work from home is like, one, you have to wake up and get dressed. Like I put these like clothes on.
Oh, to make yourself feel
Yeah.
like,
So then I'm not just gonna be like
Yeah.
laptop on my chest, fucking.
I would shower in the mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have like do something, and then on Fridays, that's when Bodytown opens. That's
What?
like that's my little body shop that I call it.
Oh.
Welcome to
I
Bodytown,
was like,
USA.
Are we talking about something else?
No, that's when I open the shop opens up.
That's cool.
That's when
On Friday.
all week I'll get materials and plan for Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Yeah.
for jobs to go out.
Yeah.
And then I'll come home Friday, wake up 8:30 or 9 to make sure I'm logged in, run my morning meeting, get off, clear out the inbox. It's 10 a.m. I'm in the shop, sanding. Then I'll go back. I'll do that back and forth, in and out of the garage, probably at least 1,000 steps doing that. And then at lunch or after lunch, during lunch is when I'm spraying, because then I can be gone from my computer for a whole hour. So then I'm spraying. And then after lunch, after that, like I'll come back, do that back and forth, back and forth. By the time I'm done, it's 5 o'clock and I'm dying.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, that was a pretty good day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's working 2 jobs.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Like
probably
I'm-
during the week too. if
It's
you really
during the
wanted to.
week. It's during the week. It's 5 to 10, is like the hell hours. Because
5
now
to-
I'm gonna run out of daylight. I'm gonna run out of temperature. The temperature starts to get cold.
Yeah, now it's getting darker.
So now I'm hitting that
yeah.
time where it's gonna be a lull. Now I gotta analyze how fast their jobs coming in during the winter. What jobs should I turn away because of just the environment that I'm gonna be able to have paint curing in.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
It's a lot to learn, and that's probably why I'm having so much fucking fun, actually. Even talking about this now, I can't wait to go back. I got jobs that need to go out next week,
Yeah.
and it's been really great to have support like that, like a constant flow. Stay busy.
Well, you're doing it the way that you should. You have a full-time job. You're making money, and you're starting something
I think
on the
that's a
side.
2024 way to do it.
That's the smartest way to start your own business, in my eyes.
So you did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm trying, dude.
Because you won't feel the pressure of
And the obligation of
like
of
if
making
this doesn't happen,
Yeah.
I'm
You're not
fucked.
eating, yeah.
yeah, where I'm not going to pay rent. Like
Well,
you
some-
can learn as you're
going.
at least safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do this until I have enough money to do a down payment on a house, and then I'll like move in with the
Yeah.
intention that I would do both
Yeah.
at the
That's
same
dope.
time. I don't know. We'll see.
So what does he have you doing now here?
I am service writing, and then what? Technically, the
Model?
manager. I don't.
Like
Hey
the
guys,
model?
Just making
Can
sure.
you work on this
Yeah,
next?
almost like a
Okay.
shop foreman kind of, maybe
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
don't like the word term manager. It's weird.
Yeah.
He got you outside, like
Hey
with the
guys,
sign.
can you work on this next, please?
You're a project manager.
We got waiters.
Yeah.
You're a project manager.
I guess so.
You should say that on resumes, like.
Project manager.
But actually, you're just managing projects. Like,
That's cool though, because I'm sure Eric was doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that was his job, and now he's
Yeah.
kind of doing other
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool though. I mean, at first I was like, well, I guess I'm back to the computer. I mean, we'll see how it goes. But it's
Yeah.
fun, and I get to use my customer service skills that I had before.
Which is very important.
It is. Yeah.
that is kind of. Isn't that kind of a weird arsenal tool to have? Like tool to have in your arsenal is the fact that you can answer the phone with, "Thank you for calling Eric's Auto Lab."
Yeah,
Like-
I'm not good at that.
That's exactly how I sound.
Meanwhile, Chob's like, "Hello."
But I think it's even just talking to these guys on a separate note, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of, one of our larger customers who comes to us with his Porsches. I don't know. Josh, what's the term? Multiple Porsche. I'm just kidding.
Porsches.
He
Porsches.
owns a pizza place in Rockford. And
Okay.
supposedly it's really good. Not deep dish. But anyways, he's somebody that I talk to, right? I talk to him about his family. I talk to him about his job, his business. And I think it's just important to get into other people's lives.
Well, the fact that you're like that's your position now. Is
Yeah.
you can focus on that, and you can focus on how not to be an asshole doing that stuff.
Nah, the rapport,
When I'm doing
dude.
like
That's
me,
called rapport.
Yeah.
bro, I cannot.
Sometimes-
Every time I hang
yeah.
up the phone, I turn to Malcolm. I'm like, you better get good fast because I'm fucking done with this shit. I cannot do it anymore.
We did have a interesting customer the other day.
Yeah,
He was fun.
it's hard, man.
But you know how to
Sometimes
handle it because your hardest day in the office where there's
Oh my
shit
God,
dragging you through the damn mud and you can't really do anything about it.
So I told you guys about the downtime of Christmas. There
Yeah.
are also customers who take the time to produce during Christmas and give their employees overtime for working past their normal week, right? They'll work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There was one time, I'll never forget it because of the situation, but being a middleman's hard, right? You have logistics, you have the product, and then you have the delivery. And if things don't line up, they just don't line up, and there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can physically go and grab the material and deliver it, right?
Yeah,
So we had this customer who always, every year, the week before Christmas, will do overtime for their employees for extra pay. For some reason, not for some reason, but there was just a delay in logistics, and it wasn't going to get there that weekend. And I called him ahead of time. Hey, you're not going to have your production weekend. You're going to have to change it. And he was like, I cannot believe you did this to me. You have ruined everyone's Christmas.
you have ruined Christmas.
For all of my employees. I'm like, you have another weekend before Christmas that you can have them work.
Yeah,
I didn't ruin your Christmas.
yeah. You were the Grinch for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are people like that who'll say
I would have
stuff
just
like
sat there like, what do you want me to fucking do, dude? You want me to bring them to you?
I dealt
But
with one the
that's
other
what
day.
that's what you're
Yeah.
thinking in your head, and that unfortunately you will never you can't just say that shit.
But on the flip side, I dealt with a customer who I ruined $2 million, not me, the trucking company ruined $2 million worth of material. And I helped alleviate that.
Now you're the hero.
Yeah, I was the hero.
Yeah.
He's like, you delivered bad news, but you also saved the day.
Yeah,
So, you take the bad with good with bad.
yeah,
But this time I get to deal with this in person
yeah.
here, right? Not over the phone.
Which is better. I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
You see my
in
face.
in the long run, it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still looking
Sometimes.
full of life.
But it's different. I think people have a different demeanor when you're talking face to face.
Yeah.
Right. There's
Yeah.
no, the level or the inkling to disrespect is dwindled.
Yeah, corporate shit is crazy because
Yeah.
you will never see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could just go off.
Dude, my favorite is when I have not clients, but like the other team members from like different states. The one is in Georgia. Like a lot of my teammates are in Georgia,
Yeah.
and they'll pull up, and they realize, oh damn, it's just this one guy.
Yeah.
But yet I have my own inbox. It says it's my whole team inbox.
Yeah.
But it's just me.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh. And then it's a completely different. The ones who have took the time to meet me at my desk and like say hi, they're the
Different.
ones who are like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
they got you doing this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But there's a different level of respect now.
there's a different level of respect. It's like the ones who can IM me and tell me, hey, like, get this out when you can. I know you're busy.
Yeah.
And will never ping me back for the rest of the day. I'm getting that done for you.
Yeah.
Because you know that I'm busy and you know that I'm going to be able to do it. Somebody responded to me the other day because I'm tiptoeing around because of the hours thing. And they responded and said like, hey, where's this at? Can you provide an update on this? You never know the tone that somebody's giving you through the email. So I responded back with the utmost respect that I can. I said, Steve, don't worry. I got this. I will have this addressed by the end of the day, processed, well within X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And he pinged me separately so that there's not a email record.
Thank you.
He pinged me separately and said, hey, I'm not rushing you, man. So, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing an amazing job. I know
Yeah.
it's really busy.
That was-
I don't
that says a lot.
respond. And I responded to that one and I said, thank you for that, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got his shit done.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why when I started like our company, it was always like, just make sure you're talking to the customers and updating them as everything's happening
Before they ask.
before they ask.
Yeah.
That's the key. Because so what we would do is when it was just me for 10 years, it would be if someone ordered something and it wasn't there, I would just immediately email them and first of all offer them a refund. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And then let them know the situation. And most people would be like, oh, thanks for reaching out.
Yeah.
And then they'd always be like, I ordered with so-and-so and all these other companies, and they just let me hang in for like 2 months until I remembered I ordered something. And then they're like, oh, it's not here.
Dude, 2 months is crazy. I press order on something and the moment I get,
Yeah, because when I see something come in and we don't have it, I'm in panic mode already. I was like, oh, we got to make sure we talk to this guy, make sure he doesn't, like, Malcolm knows. Because I'll just go to him and be like, yo, you got to make sure you talk to this guy. Like,
you are so lucky you have Malcolm, bro.
yeah.
And yesterday he was yelling at him.
Oh, yeah.
And
Because he
Malcolm
forgot
fucked up.
that. He forgot. Bro, these wires right here
Yeah.
weren't in the box.
Oh,
When
okay.
So we get to
Frankie-
they're
Damon's
here.
house, and no, I bought them.
Oh.
We
When
get
we
to
were at
Damon's house,
Damon's
and I'm
house.
like, I'm like, so I don't have microphone cables, and he's like, he calls me, and we have no service, and I just hear him. It's like breaking up. He's like, I fucked up. I just hang up. We go get him. The whole time, Carl's trying to de-escalate the situation. I'm not even saying anything, but he just knows me.
I just
so-
know Frankie is just a fucking.
So he's like, yo, he doesn't mess up that much. I'm like, oh, you're not there every day.
And he's like,
you can't even say anything.
this is not our problem. This is his problem. I said, no, Frankie, this is our problem. We are a team now.
No, I'm going to fix it, but it's his problem. And then we find out we don't have headphone jacks. So, yeah, Malcolm didn't have a good day the other day, but it's all right.
But it's okay. I'm telling you,
It happens.
Yeah.
it happens.
It happens.
Malcolm's a very big, important piece of
Yeah.
my business.
Never says anything. Never says that to
I always tell him
nicest
that.
shit I've ever heard.
Malcolm, you're doing a
Always.
great job.
I always tell Malcolm that.
Dude, no. That's I guess having a good team is really that
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. I
It's
think
more
so,
important
too.
to me than anything else. I always tell everyone, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about money. As long as I can pay what I need to pay and I can
Yeah.
eat and I can do whatever I want to do, which
Yeah.
is not much, then it's fine. I personally don't give a shit. I never have. I just want to enjoy my life.
Yeah.
That's what is important to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of comes back to what you were saying before. Or I think you were saying it. You were like, we're trying to get rid of the stigma of like you work in this
Yeah,
field
yeah,
and you're
yeah,
going to make
yeah.
no money.
Yeah.
I tell all the guys, I'm like, if we make more money, you guys make more money. I'm like, I'm getting paid the least out of everyone here. So
You know, a lot of shops don't think that way, though, right?
I am learning that. Yeah. And
Really?
it's
They're kind of just poaching off of like the employees.
yeah. Or
Not
or there's an
poaching,
owner
but-
that thinks he's going to get rich off this.
Or they are getting rich.
Yeah,
off
or they
things,
are.
And then employees don't feel the
And the
effect of it.
employees are like struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's shops near us that like local shops that I see doing that. And they still have a pretty decent work environment, but I just see what's happening.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, damn, like I would never want to just, buy a house or something. And everyone's like, oh, well, I can barely afford rent, but you just bought a house. Like,
Or even just another toy.
that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you just start buying cars.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't even fix my engine.
But the one thing I would say about our generation today, or not our generation, but as of today, there are a lot of side hustles that you can do.
Yeah.
Like you're painting. I do the towing on the side.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yo, you be towing with that Durango, bro.
That's what they were saying in the beginning.
Is that like a loud? Like that's
that a
like
loud?
what's the GVWR on that?
7,500. Dude, it's gotten almost 9,000 towing miles on it.
I got to talk to you about this because I like that whole towing thing. Like,
It's just nice because it's just hard. Okay, it's nice, but it's hard because it takes me away from the family.
Yeah.
But it's nice because
Get it-
it only takes me as long as it takes, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes I can calculate it to be like $100 an hour,
Yeah.
depending on how long it takes or whatever.
Bro, imagine Frankie, you just be sending me off on the road.
dude, that's the only
See you
other
later.
thing. Like, only other thing I wanted to do.
But you got to know how to do it, right?
Yeah, we're doing car storage soon because the shop is like
Yeah.
so big to the point where we need to
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
So part of that was I was like, oh, damn, we should get into transportation too.
Yeah,
because I was
it
like,
really
and
helps.
I want to do it because
Yeah.
I want to be on the road. I just want to be on the road driving. I'm like, that's the
Yeah,
most fun
yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah.
Like what we're doing right now,
That's
the way home, I love that shit. Like everyone just in the van. Like that's why
Hanging
we
out.
bought this van because,
We
well,
who's we? Him?
we as a
just them two, bro.
Oh,
I'm,
we-
I'm just here.
we as a company.
Oh, okay, okay.
bought
okay.
this
Just here.
And
Sorry, Lewis. Do you work for?
Lewis does not. but he's-
I just wasn't.
None of us work.
Wait, did we not explain to him the like situation?
No,
okay, so
no.
it's Lewis's van.
Oh, okay.
I bought this.
Okay.
I bought this thing like 4 days ago.
from you.
We made a deal. We finally made a
Okay,
deal. He's
okay.
had it for a year.
Okay.
And he's just been driving around. How long? Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
But
get
I didn't
this.
realize that these trucks go for a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I'm not paying. What are you talking about? I'm not paying that. This is 04.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, yeah, but it's got 60,000 miles.
60?
Yeah.
Man.
Oh sh!
Wow. It's got.
We hit a deer in it and everything.
So the first time
Just
was
now on the way
no,
here.
no, going to a haunted house.
But yeah, so the first time we took it to a haunted house. I was like, everyone get in. It
There was like
October.
10 people in there.
And I was like, yo, this shit's sick. Like we got everyone in here. We hit a deer. That was cool.
Did you put it inside after you? No.
The deer?
Yeah.
No, we pulled.
Is that a
You
thing?
know you own it, right? After you hit it,
Oh,
for the most part, in most states, it's yours.
Jersey's weird. Who knows?
I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna trust that Jersey deer. Probably ain't gonna even really be useful for
yeah,
anything.
that's kind of cool though. I didn't think about that. But we hit it. And
you buy.
It's yours now.
Lewis was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and we see this deer come out. I was like, and I see like he's trying to figure out what to do, and I'm trying to figure out. I was like,
There's nothing.
left,
Nothing to do.
and like right at the last second, he just starts going to the left, and the deer like
Stops.
stops, and then we're like, oh, we're gonna be good, and then fucking juts out right before we hit him. Boom, punt him.
Did not slow
Malcolm's all the
down.
way in the back. It's
Did
like a
not slow
different
down.
state back there in the fucking fourth row.
How
And
bad
he-
was the van?
Fucking fine.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
ran
came
and
back.
then came back.
So
That was
So
why.
he's not good. He wasn't.
The headlight was gone, right? Or
It was just a headlight and a mirror.
Yeah.
but like I was like, damn, we didn't even feel it. I was like, damn, that was pretty. It was like it was a selling point when we hit that deer.
You're like, I'm buying this.
That's how he. That's how I
fine.
got him.
Just like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Did you look back or just?
Oh, Malcolm saw it flying. It was
Malcolm
like
said that it was
Yeah, that's how
it
he did it.
frisbeed along the side of the van
Yeah.
like crazy.
yeah, like
Maybe
It was
that.
a full-grown deer too. Like
Antlers and everything?
I don't
Or no?
think so.
I don't think it was
gonna
a
say
buck.
at least the antlers didn't hit if they had.
Yeah, that would have
dude,
been crazy.
That would have been.
But yeah, so that happened, and I was like, I don't know. I just kept saying it, and I kept turning to Malcolm when we were working, and I'm like, I think we need to buy that van.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason. I'm like, I think we need to buy that van. And I
What
started.
did you use last time?
So I have a 02 Silverado 1500. I've
Okay.
had it since 2017.
Yeah.
Most dependable truck I've ever even seen in my entire life. It's never done me wrong. I've gone across country multiple times. I've put the bikes in the back of the bed, gone down to Arizona, back here so
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
But Princess and Malcolm are always with me now because of the booth and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know they don't want to be in the back of that truck. And then this time it was Eddie, Carl,
I was about to
Princess,
say, like,
Malcolm.
what the fuck am I? What the hell?
It was all 4 of them and
in
me.
the back.
And I was
Or
like,
just
that's a
that.
lot of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And I was like, because we didn't do that on purpose last time, but it happened because your truck broke.
I had an RX that died. Like
So
the
we-
transmission straight.
So everyone already knew how that was going to be. But and I could tell like they were just upset about it. And I was like, I'm going to try to buy a truck in like 2 days. So I tried that for like an hour and I was like, yeah, no one can afford that. So then I was like, fuck, I'll just buy Lewis's van. Maybe I'll do that.
Did you even know he was going to buy it? Or
5.5 hours.
Yeah.
My friend Scooby.
Yeah.
He was like starving. He was like, dude, just shut the fuck up.
We were trying to negotiate a deal.
Just fucking take it.
Yeah, and we're
buy-
both stubborn.
Yeah.
So we were trying to like,
Yeah.
Or we could have
You know.
taken like 2.
yeah.
We could have taken 2.
Well, now,
fucking-
so now in my head, I'm like, okay, so now I got this. I have my truck. I do have another truck that's not running right now, but it's running. It's just rusty, and I want to eventually rebuild that.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a Duramax. We should put it in that. Can
Yeah.
you? We could do that, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you
You
can.
ever worked on these though before? We were talking about
I don't
that.
want to.
Is it bad?
They suck.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
That's what I talked to him about. I was like, dude, the engine's under the fucking car. Like,
Yeah.
It's really not. It's actually it's right here.
yeah.
You're driving with me.
Yeah.
But it just seems like it's gonna be miserable. But yeah, I thought about that. But I was like, okay, so we got this, and you see this. So that's all the merch in the back right now. So that took up 2 rows, which we're pretty lucky that took up only 2 rows. But I was like, dude, imagine we got like a little trailer,
Yeah.
and then we had this, and then we had my truck with another trailer with a car on it.
Oh,
or
yeah, yeah,
or you
yeah.
could tow a car with this. So now you have like multiple vehicles.
Or
And
I
was
have
like,
my own truck, the better truck, the Toyota
The Sequoia.
Sequoia.
the one you can't fit shit in. Yeah.
Bro, I'm tired of living in this fucking utilitarian ass fucking vehicle, bro.
So you drive that one.
Yeah, I'll drive it with my 7-inch screen, my heated seats, my power folding mirrors, my class leading third row leg room.
Class leading, I don't know.
Bro,
leading.
don't even, bro.
Class leading.
GM always leads. Come on.
Trans feels like shit compared to mine. That's for damn
That
sure.
trans feels good.
Ace, bro, you can't even feel the shifts in my truck. Loaded too.
Anyway. So that's the
Mad
plan
as
now.
hell. We could have had 2 trucks. I didn't know that's what your thought process was.
I told you to drive the whole time because you kept talking about Sequoia.
But then you could have had your truck and we could have had my truck. Your bed loaded up.
Look, now we're prepared for next year.
Yeah.
But now it's the jam van.
Oh,
You guys are
dude, it's
all
the
together.
bang bus.
It's fun. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we know what
wait,
you're saying.
what?
Yo,
No one said any of that.
I just did.
Before you guys take it on another road trip, it needs that ribeye livery though.
It needs something.
1995 for 8 ribeye.
It was a couple. Like
No,
at
no,
least
it was-
3.
it was-
What
Anyway,
is
and my
this?
favorite
You
thing,
don't remember when he posted that story? You guys were going. Where were you going?
I was coming home from Appalachia and me and Johnny were driving and there was
Oh.
this van that said,
Dude.
ribeyes. You honk, I stop. I will stop is what it says.
Honk, and I will stop.
They're just serving them out
Johnny
of the truck?
honks it once. The dude looks over and I'm like, Johnny. No.
Yeah.
Go.
He was about to pull over.
He was about to pull over.
Well, Carl named it the White Lightning. And I
White
was
Lightning.
like, I kind of
Okay.
want to, I wanted to paint it black, but now I'm thinking maybe we'll leave some white in there and like,
Then you can call it Michael Jackson.
Dude, what if it
That's-
was like the A-team?
that might happen.
With a little like stripe, that orange stripe that the A-team
Oh,
got on
red.
the side.
Something
It's
like
red.
that.
Was it red?
I'm pretty sure it's red.
What if ours was white and it was lightning at the end or something?
I don't like
Come
any of
on,
these
man.
ideas. Let's just leave it white and hit it with a turbo can.
Well, you can paint, thank God. So you're going to paint that whole thing, right?
That's insane.
Actually, I kind of want to repaint the Escalade. Want to do it?
Dude, I had to turn
bang that out
away.
real quick.
I had to turn away a truck the other day because
Yeah.
I can't fit it in my booth.
Yeah.
What do
I
you
have
want?
Small. It was a Dodge Ram with like a bigger bed too, and I was like, bro, what
not gonna fit.
what do you think I'm gonna do with this thing? And he's
Yeah.
like, well, you can't put like half of it in and then do the other half. And I'm like, no, that is not how this works. And it's like one of my close friends from like years ago
Oh, okay,
too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
From years ago. So you haven't
years and
talked
years
to
ago.
him?
So I would have loved to. I'm like, dude, you know, I would love to help you out,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
really, I can't. Do
Just
it's
get,
a big ass. I said we could do a tent,
Yeah, I was gonna say just
do a
get
tent, and then just like do it really quickly. Lives in a
Dude,
neighborhood.
those Bayside guys, or is it Bayside? S14.
It's 14.
I'm sorry.
We know the Bayside guys pretty well, so.
Bayside S14,
Sorry, guys.
IS,
I'm really tired
S13.
Well,
S14. The
Kevin?
really tall guy, not Kevin. Oh my God. Anyways, he paints cars outside, free air.
I used to do that too. It's
Yeah.
just the result.
Yeah, I know.
Like my
not as
goal
nice.
is to get that finish that's like right out of the gun type, like
Yeah.
right out.
Yeah.
And that way, your money is like, it's not. It should never really be always about the money. Like, but the money is, if it comes out, my time is paid for already. Like the job's done. I don't have to worry about correcting it. Like that kit that I painted before we were leaving, I saw it curing, and I saw the finish, and I already didn't like it. So now, while that's going on, my roommate is cut and buffing it.
Yeah.
Like that job could have just went out if I just sprayed it with
Properly.
maybe like the environment was different, or the primer. In this case, it was a primer. I'm never using that primer again. And I'm doing like checks and balances shit, just like you're gonna do here, dude. You're gonna find out stuff you don't like and stuff you like, and then you come up with your own system.
Yeah.
The Chobbington system.
Okay.
Is that a thing that you use?
Yeah, he
Just-
keeps putting Ington on everything. Yeah.
Are we getting pizza, Ington?
Okay.
Yeah. What time?
It is like
yeah, we should
noon.
probably go.
Do you have anything else that you wanted to end with,
No,
Chob?
I just, I don't know what you guys wanted out of this, but that was
Exactly what you gave us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just wanted to have a conversation, just have some
Yeah,
time with,
yeah.
with people we get to meet. And
Yeah.
fun. It's like a pre-hang to our hangs this weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
dude, now when we're hanging, now I'm gonna. That's like, this was like that extra little bond that you had to make up for
Yeah.
in the friendship. So now we
But now we can have the real stories after.
oh yeah.
I always like listening to Carl talk office life too with people because I think it helps him.
I think you need to leave.
That too.
Bro,
a lot
no,
of people
not
tell
you
him
too,
that
bro.
too.
No, because like
I have so
every
much
day,
happening.
dude, my every day, Diego, time to quit the day job. Time to quit the day job. Time to quit the day job. And I'm the person.
Doesn't even have to be the day job, just that job.
I'm the person though that right now, since it's giving me so many signs to do so, like I have a couple other friends that I've involved with my jobs where like, hey, for the day, if you help me prep, like I'll
Yeah.
pay you for the day. That way
Yeah.
you get some money.
Yeah.
And then now Daryl, I get to loop Daryl in. I'm like, dude, we can both eat now.
Yeah.
Like we can, any job that I get, you might be able to get a piece too.
Yeah.
And then if we all manage to do this and this happens,
Everybody.
then everybody eats and
Yeah.
everybody gets out of what that feeling, that locked in feeling. And maybe we can actually have fun maybe for the next few years of our life doing
Yeah.
that. But Chob, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, guys.
This
Yeah.
has been sick.
Appreciate it.
My family members out here, dude. I freaking, this is it.
We got. Yeah. I
No,
guess-
this has been great.
It's pizza time now.
Dude, it's hangout time, man.
Yeah,
Look at
whatever
the
you guys
sun. Look at the. Wait, the sun looks really weird because it's like gray out there, but it's also sunny.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Yo, that looks like it's hitting.
All right, time to get back in the fucking bang bus.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank
boys.
you guys so much. This has been another episode. We got a few more lined up for you, and
Final bout.
Found about.
Chobbington.
Okay. Goodbye.
Well, thanks guys for listening to another episode. Thank you again to Chob for having us on. I know he was going above and beyond for us. I know originally he was going to make us a Filipino breakfast at his home, which was crazy. That didn't work out, so he had us record it at his current job over at Eric's Auto Lab. So thank you again for having us on, Chob. And there's a car revving in the background as I record this, which is fitting, I guess. And it was a Jay-Z too, I believe, that is in the background. So that's cool. He also brought us 2 breakfast options. We had donuts, and he also had McDonald's catered to us that morning. So we couldn't ask for a better makeshift studio, if you will. But yeah, had a great episode and loved seeing him all weekend. Chob made all of us feel very at home here. He was messing around with all my employees and playing jokes on them the entire event. It was honestly, he made this event very, very fun for us. So thank you again to Eric, and we hope to see you again on the next one. We'll probably go back out there and just record more next year with him as well. So I do look forward to that.